What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome into the Bulls Report as we are live for the 2024 NBA Draft as the day is finally here. A ton of news breaking in the NBA world right now. We just had a trade go down. Deni Avdija was just sent to the Portland Trailblazers for Malcolm Brogdon and 2 first-round picks. And, when I saw those trade details, I was just thinking, could the Bulls possibly get anything for Zach LaVine tonight? Maybe Vooch gets dealt. Maybe there's, a sign and trade with DeMar DeRozan. We'll have to wait and see. But welcome in, everybody, to the Bulls Report. We're going to be breaking down the entire NBA draft. Can't wait. We already got Anthony, Q, Right Quick, all in the chat. Shout out to all you guys. Kevin Taylor, everybody in the building right now. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Dickerin saying none of your opinions. Kalel Ware, I wouldn't mind Ware at all at 11. 11 would be a little rich, but again, I wouldn't mind that at all. But let me know, guys, who is your top draft target for the Chicago Bulls tonight? You guys let me know down below in the comment section. You want to do the auto chroma real quick? Just get that. Got my man Cohen with me, producing today's live show, so show Cohen some love in the chat as well. But you guys let me know, who is your top draft target for the Bulls tonight? I got mine. I'm going Cody Williams is my number one guy I want to see Chicago draft. So we got Ty Man, the Buckeye in the building. Montrez Anthony saying Zach Edey. Zach Edey would set this fan base on fire, I think, Colin. No doubt about it.
Yeah, that'd be safe to say polarizing.
Polarizing. Oh, my God, yeah. Goat Mode saying Clingan. I would love Donovan Clingan for the Bulls. No doubt about it. Right Quick going Tyler Smith. So I like Tyler Smith. My ceiling pro comp for him was a little Josh Smith, like that big lefty, stretch 4, very athletic. But I think pick 11 would be very rich for him to go. Jeremy saying, sell us on Cody. We can do that. If you want to pop up his scouting report real quick, Colin. So Cody Williams, he is Jalen Williams, the good Jalen Williams, his younger brother. And the thing I love the most about him is just the developmental pick. He is gives me vibes of like a Jaden McDaniels, but this is a scouting report we have on him as he is a lengthy wing with strong defensive chops, moves his feet very well, has the same body type as Jalen McDaniels, and he's got a similar archetype to his brother, which includes versatility as a 3 or small ball 4. He's a very smooth shooter off the catch, but volume needs to increase. He did shoot over 40% this past season at Colorado, but he wasn't necessarily known as a shooter coming out, so I think the 40% three-point shot, obviously you love to see it, but I don't want to automatically write it up as, Cody Williams is an automatic shooter. But this is my top choice for the Bulls tonight. It wouldn't be a guy that's going to, impact, the Bulls right away, but I think this could be a guy down the road where you're like, man, that was a hell of a draft pick. And, potentially a Patrick Williams replacement there. But we did just have this big-time trade go down in the NBA world. It was funny enough, so Deni was taken Colin in the same draft as Patrick Williams, and I was all in on this guy. One of my really good friends in college. We did so much work just looking at Deni Avdija, and I wanted the Bulls to take him, but he got drafted by Washington, and now he's on the way to Portland. Colin, what was your initial reaction when you saw this go down?
It's one of those things we've heard a lot of pre-draft, commotion coming out of the Washington Wizards camp. How they're going to try to go about things. They've been a franchise that, to be honest, I've looked at them and thought, I don't know what their plan is. I don't know what their direction they're going. And this move just kind of enhances it, in my opinion. Deni was a guy that I thought he could be a building piece. He's still under 30, still got a lot of room to grow, in my opinion. And they're, grabbing another pick here in the first round. Could it be potentially some ammo to potentially move up? I'm not sure.
Could be. That's a good thought. I could see the Malcolm Brogdon piece. So this is one that confused me a little bit. I could see him getting rerouted somewhere else, similar to Drew Holiday last year when he was traded to actually Portland. I could see them maybe moving him in a different direction, but very interesting trade. Some other news in the NBA, OG Anunoby just signed his massive deal with the New York Knicks, 5 years, $212 million. So good for OG. He's getting paid as the Knicks are really ramping up to go on this championship run here. But just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Already got over 120 people with us. So shout out to all you guys. We're going to be covering the entire NBA draft tonight. And, hopefully the Bulls make a good pick. I'm super excited. We'll have to wait and see, though. We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. Brandon saying, are you covering the whole first round of just our pick? At least up to like pick like 24, 25, and then we'll just kind of play it by ear, see how everybody's feeling. But whoever the Bulls do pick, we'll break it down and in full here on the channel. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. But Otto, so this is actually a good point. I think I have a weigh-in in there about Terrence Shannon.
Yep.
So there was a ton of reports coming out right before the draft was getting underway today that the Bulls are very high on Terrence Shannon Jr., the guard from Illinois. Actually grew up in Chicago. We went to Lincoln Park High School. So I'll ask you guys this. Would you draft Terrence Shannon Jr. at pick 11? Give me a D for draft or give me a P for pass. My first thoughts on this were, I'm going to say I would pass on him. One, because if the Bulls are going towards this, rebuild and youth movement, Terrence Shannon's almost 24 years old. He's a tremendous basketball player, and if the Bulls were in a different position where maybe they, are in more of a win-now mode, I would be more open to the idea of drafting Terrence Shannon, but he's also a guard, and you already got 3 guards you love on this roster, all under the age of 24 years old. So you guys let me know, would you draft Terrence Shannon? And I'll give you guys a shout-out in the chat. Goat Mode saying at 11, I would pass. Nacho is saying I would pass. And listen, guys, I understand he's from Chicago, played his college hoops with the Fighting Illini, enticing choice. You feel for him there. You would want to keep him in Chicago and obviously, play for the team he grew up rooting for. But yeah, I would pass on Terrence Shannon. As the Mahar twins saying no, Stay Jamaica saying no, Arthur saying no. You're saying P all the way. Colin, if you got any thoughts on Terrence Shannon right now? I mean, older prospect and, obviously growing up in Chicago, playing his ball with the Illini, you want to keep him here. I just think, pick 11 is way too rich for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's something that if you trade back, if you're the Bulls 100%, that could be an option for you. But at 11, It's just a little too rich for me. There's a lot of talented players in this draft that I think could provide more of an upside in both aspects for Terrence Shannon Jr. So I'm interested to see where the Bulls go. I don't think it'll be Terrence Shannon Jr., but if it's up to me, I'm going to be passing on this one.
Yeah, I'd probably pass as well. I saw there was a recent mock draft put out there by Bleacher Report where they had the Bulls trading back with the Los Angeles Lakers, where they got the pick 17, and then they took Terrence Shannon, which I would be more open to that idea. But I got a ton of other prospects that I would definitely want to go with. Ryan Motts in the chat saying Bulls source says AKME refuses the rebuild. Yeah, no doubt about it. The Bulls have been pushing off this rebuild for a couple years. Hopefully we get some juice tonight. Maybe a Zach LaVine trade. Maybe, Vooch somehow gets dealt. But so the Trailblazers, so they gave up pick 14. So they were a team that I thought could be interested in Vooch. I'll throw this out there. Washington, if you want Nikola Vucevic, come take him for whatever. Come take him. Somebody take Vooch off our hands, and we got a great night here, Colin. We got a great night.
Yeah. No, it's going to be one of those interesting things because Vooch, he's been with the team now for how many seasons?
He would be going on his 3rd or 4th year with the Bulls.
4th year.
Yeah, this upcoming year. That's
Time
insane.
flies, man.
I know. You look back at that trade where it was Wendell Carter was in there. You gave up multiple firsts. I remember at the time, Vooch obviously had a better reputation amongst league circles at the time, but just looking at that, man, it just hurts to see. But if you guys are pumped up for the 2024 NBA draft, if you guys could help us out, we're at 26 likes right now. Full transparency here. If you guys want this to be the #1 stream on YouTube, when you guys like the video, it sends the message to YouTube software where they're going to push it out. So if you guys could hit that thumbs up icon, and I got some Patron in the studio. If we get the 40 likes, if we pick up 14 more likes, I'll take a shot at Patron, to show you guys, some love. So if you guys could hit that like button, if you guys are pumped up for the NBA draft. There's Jai saying in the chat, hello, where? I think they'll be a little rich at 11, but I would take that pick, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Brandon saying trade up for Clingan and trade Vooch in that trade maybe. Brandon, if that's the situation that goes down tonight, you could somehow trade Vooch and move up and draft Donovan Clingan. We are taking that in a heartbeat. No doubt about it. Knowledge Untamed saying Bulls are moving up in my opinion. Hey, I hope so. That'll definitely be a lot of fun. But if they are moving up, I really hope they don't give up any future draft capital. The team, the team that I kept throwing out there that could possibly trade for Zach LaVine is the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
And, you know, Cole and I, we were talking about this yesterday. We were saying, like, what are the negatives around Zach LaVine? It's his contract, the defense, and the leadership. I think the Spurs can kind of mask all three of those red flags. The contract wouldn't be that big of a deal. Spurs got all types of cap space. They're not even paying Wemby yet with him obviously still on his rookie deal. The defense and the leadership, like you bring him in that Spurs culture, like I think they could mask a lot of that. So hopefully the Spurs, but who knows? Who knows around that front?
Who knows, man? I think here's the thing: who's more likely to get traded tonight, Boost or LaVine?
LaVine, I would probably say LaVine. I would say LaVine. I think it's by slim margins though, but we just hit 50 likes. I'll take this shot of Patron for you guys.
Appreciate y'all helping us out.
Thank you so much. Cheers, all of you guys. Got the shot glasses on deck. Gonna have fun tonight. It's gonna be a good time. So, cheers to all the real ones in the building.
Salute, salute.
Salute. But if you guys do want to support the show tonight, there is a super chat feature. If you guys just want, to put more into this Bulls channel here, here's a great way to do so. It's the dollar icon at the bottom of the chat right now. So if you guys do want to, send in a super chat, support the show. It just helps, keep the lights on around here. And it's also a great way to send a message to my bosses here at Chat Sports that, hey, we want more Bulls content. And the more money we raise tonight, the more content I'll be able to push out to you guys this summer. But I said any super chat that comes in, you're getting a shout out. We'll break it down. If you guys want a prospect that you guys are specifically looking at, send a super chat. Just give his name and we'll break it down. $5, give you guys a little beers cheer. And then if you guys send in a $10 super chat, I'm actually training for a half marathon right now, and I'm way behind on this process. So I said every $10 we get tonight, it will add 1 minute on my run this weekend. And then, hey, every 20 that comes in, we'll take a shot. And then if somebody wants to send in 100, I'll shotgun a beer. We'll put a beer in this fun contraption right here, and we'll send it down. But, yeah, trying to have some fun on today's show as we still have 47 minutes away for the draft. But also, the ways you guys can help us out, liking the video, sharing the video, hitting that sub button if you guys haven't already, are all great ways to, support the show here and just to get the stream out to more and more Bulls fans. So I would, really appreciate it if you guys could do so. And also, I'll put a link in the chat to a tweet. If you guys retweet this, I'll give you guys a shout out as well. But, Colin, you want to go through a big board real quick. We'll break down the big board, start going into each prospect here, but just wanted to show you guys, the ways you guys could support the show today. Is Deron Holmes saying, or Kuhn is saying Deron Holmes could be our Nas Reed. Don't hate that comparison. The one thing about Deron Holmes that kind of scares me is the shots that he was taking at Dayton last year, will we be able to get those off at the next level? We'll have to wait and see, but, yeah, I like Deron Holmes. He's a solid player, very talented, very, very talented, can shoot the ball very well, but we'll see what direction the Bulls go here. But here are the top 8 players we got. J-Dubs, we get to that super chat just around the corner, but I do appreciate it. But this is Rolly's best available right now. You got Sarr. He's got Topic really high on his board. I probably don't have Topic that high, but Rolly's a big fan of him, and I don't think the Bulls would take him as he's, Josh Giddey-esque. But, other guys like Zaccharie, Risacher, most likely going to be the number 1 overall pick by the Atlanta Hawks, but Stephon Castle, Reed Shepard's a hell of a player. I actually think Reed, in my opinion, is the best player in this draft class. Dalton Connect, big fan of him. Donovan Clingan, if the Bulls could somehow trade up for him, I would be thrilled. But then you got guys like Jared McCain. This is really around where, looking at these 8 right now, I could see all these guys going to the Bulls tonight. But if I had to pin them on 2 of these guys you're seeing, or I'll go 3. Actually, I'll go 4. Actually, I'll go 5. I think it'll be Devin Carter, Cody Williams, Ron Holland, Kel'el Ware, and Tristan Da Silva. I could see all those guys being the pick for the Chicago Bulls. I think the most upside on this would be a guy like Ron Holland. But my pick out of these 8 you see right here, and honestly throughout the whole draft, would be Cody Williams. But super chat coming in from J-Dubs right here. Appreciate it, my friend. If you guys could show J-Dubs some love in the chat, send in a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Supporting the show. Shout out to you. But he says, break down my boy, Dalton Connect, and a scenario we get him. All right, so first off, we'll just break down Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect, I love him as a prospect. And, he is on the older side. Obviously, he was a JUCO transfer. Then he, I think it was I forget the school he went to before Tennessee, but then he went to Tennessee, and he broke out this past season in college basketball. And, by far, he is the best volume shooter in the class, and he does it very efficiently. Shot 39.7% from 3 last season. He's a very aggressive finisher, great at attacking closeouts, which, that's a big indication, heading to the next level. Because, Connect's not going to be a guy in the NBA where he's got, where he's the primary decision maker on offense. Like, he is going to be that guy where he's in the flow of the offense, and he's got to be the guy closing out on him. And, Connect's very good at that. But, defense is definitely a bit of a concern. He actually was a good defender for the Volunteers this past season in college basketball. But, defense is going to be a concern for him. So we'll have to wait and see how he translates to the next level. But, Colin, if you want to pull up the this list of draft picks, and we can kind of go through a scenario where Connect could possibly fall to the Chicago Bulls. So, you got the Atlanta Hawks at pick number 1, no doubt. So let's just say the Hawks, they'll go, Risacher or whoever it may be. Let's just say, then the Wizards, they'll probably go Alex Sarr. Then let's say the Rockets, they go Reed Shepherd. Spurs go Stephon Castle. Then you get to the Pistons. Maybe the Pistons go Buzelis. And then the Hornets would be the team I think that would maybe take Connect. And also the same with the Trailblazers. So I could see one of those two taking them, but maybe let's just say Topic goes. Let's just say one of those other guys, and then, the Spurs, they're in that spot. Maybe they could take Connect as well. If the Spurs could somehow walk out with Connect and Stephon Castle, I think it would be great for them. But then the Grizzlies, they're a team that's been reported that they could take Connect, and I could see that as well. Then obviously the Utah Jazz. So I think the Bulls, that's like their pipe dream. I could really see Connect going in the top 10. But if he's somehow on the board at pick 11 and the Bulls pass up on that, I would be pretty disappointed. But J-Dubs, really appreciate your super chat, $5, and we just broke down Dalton Connect. But if you guys want to get any more, breakdowns on any players before the draft, send in a super chat or just comment their name, and we will break it down. Is FTLG saying, I heard Ware's motor is not the greatest. Yeah, that's definitely the biggest concern on Khalil Ware. Like, if you just throw on his highlights, like, you're like, how is this guy not going top 5? But then you kind of peel back the curtains a little bit, find out how hard he plays, look at his motor. You can see why it's probably slated to go in that 10 to 22 range. So, yeah, I like Khalil Ware. I'd like to pick at 11, but, we'll see if the Bulls want to pull that trigger that early in the draft. But, Colin, let's get to the big question on the block. This is it.
Ooh.
Will the Bulls trade Zach LaVine? You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I have probably asked this on 100 shows over the past year and a half. You guys let me know. Will the Bulls trade Zach LaVine? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no down in the comments section. Torchies is saying Cody Williams. Albert saying Ron Holland is the most gifted player in this draft. I don't hate that take. Dalton kind of reminds me of Doug McDermott. He's more athletic than Doug. I feel like Doug just did majority of his scoring from the outside, especially at Creighton. But, I see the comparison there. I like more of a Gordon Hayward coming out of Butler because if you guys forget, Hayward was a freak athlete. So, I like that comparison. But you guys are saying no in the Bulls. We won't. Coming in from GOAT mode. Rocky saying no. Bashkin saying no. Dono is being optimistic, saying yes. Koo saying yes. Ryan saying Guts says yes because we are stuck if they can't. I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping they can, but I'm assuming if a LaVine trade is going to go down, we're going to see it here any second. But we did get a $10 super chat coming in from Rocky. Really appreciate it. Shout out to you again. Anytime you guys want to get your thoughts up on screen, it's a dollar icon at the bottom of the chat. You guys can talk about whatever you want, and we'll break it down. But Rocky's saying, at this point, what could we get for LaVine and Booch? Good question, and I think that's been the question I've been thinking about the most, is like, what is the most you could get for Zach LaVine? I've talked about the Spurs a lot of the times. Right now the Bulls' 2025 first-round pick is top 10 protected, but if it is not in the top 10, it does go to San Antonio. So I could see a situation, maybe it's just like a salary filler, and the Spurs take off the projection or protections of that pick next season, so it fully goes back to the Bulls if somehow they are not in the top 10. That's what I could see. I I can't see the Bulls getting a lottery pick in this year's draft for LaVine. But then again, we just saw Denny Avdia go for a haul. So I really don't know LaVine's price point. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Colin? Like,
here's the thing. Multiple first is, I think, still the goal. Because if you sell him or if you trade him for anything and like it's just like a first, and obviously depending on like the player package you may get back for him.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely still worth 2 or 3 firsts on the open market, just plain and simple. You're gonna have to. I don't know. If you're the Spurs, right? Like take the Spurs for example.
Yeah.
Are you trading pick 4? Trading pick 8? Are you trading none of them? Are you trading like future picks? Like.
See, that's the thing. Like if you're the Spurs,
I think
like
it's team dependent.
Like what if the Bulls do something where it's like pick 11 and Zach LaVine, they take off the protections of next year's pick and you move up to 8. Where it's like you're moving up 3 spots and you're giving up Zach LaVine for, the move up 3 spots and then take off the protections. Like. I could see that. But Dustin saying, Patrick, the Bulls would draft someone that they will give up after 2 seasons and they will go on to become a Hall of Famer. This is the Bulls' curse. 100%. Like, that's why I'm in the camp. And, a lot of people disagree with me. No doubt about it. But I'm in the camp of bringing back Patrick Williams. And I promise you, Patrick Williams will be one of those guys, when we're looking back on it in a couple years, we're going to be like, why the hell did we not keep Patrick Williams? So I want to bring him back, but it does seem like that is the main thing with the Bulls. You draft a player, you give up on them after 2 years, and then it's like, what are we doing? You go see them somewhere else. But Montrez saying, I hear the Rockets are trying to trade pick number 3. So, yeah, interesting with the Rockets here. So, the Rockets are an interesting spot because let's just say the Rockets take Donovan Clingan, right? I was hearing, and this was, I think it was Windy on ESPN earlier this morning. He was saying, like, if the Rockets do take Clingan, he could see them trading Şengün and, like, a ton of picks for Kevin Durant, which would be a blockbuster move, and I would love to see that. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Rockets are doing. But Rocky was also asking about Vooch. No idea on a Vooch's value. Like, maybe you could somehow give Vooch and pick 11 and trade up to the Grizzlies at pick 9. I could see that being the case. But we'll see. But, hey, if you guys could help us out here. So we're doing a little experiment here to get the stream out to more fans. If you guys haven't already, if you guys could hit that like button. If we could get it to 125 likes, I'll take my second shot of Patron on today's show.
I'll join them. You
join us? Screw it.
Let's do it.
You actually want to go give me a Michelob Ultra?
I can.
A couple of those? That'd be great, Colin. Yeah, we'll do every $5 super chat. We'll give you guys a beers, cheers, have a couple drinks on today's show. But if you guys could, let's get our 50% participation rate in the chat right now. And we will continue breaking down the NBA draft. We're at 72 right now. If we could get up to 125 likes, I would really, really appreciate it. Dustin saying, your trade Caruso argument, most loved player on the team, and they will keep LaVine. Can I keep watching this team? Yeah, so, and you know what? This is actually good. Let's talk about the Caruso trade real quick. Well, let's see if you guys can get us to 125 likes so I can take that shot. So, originally, when the Caruso-Josh Giddey trade went down, you guys can go on the channel. You guys can see my reaction. I was, kind of in shambles over it just because, Caruso was one of my favorite players I have ever watched play in a Bulls uniform. And you trade him for a guy like Josh Giddey where, young player, you had the off-the-field drama, or off-the-court drama, no doubt about it. But the more I slept on it, I heard Bill Simmons talk about it. I think this was a perfect, definition of the Bulls sold high on Alex Caruso. No doubt about it. This was peak Alex Caruso. And then you bought low on Josh Giddey, who's 21 years old, who also, at the age of 20, Josh Giddey almost averaged damn near 18, 7, and 7. So the more I was looking at it on that trade, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. The fit is what keeps holding me up on Josh Giddey, where it's like he is that playmaking, big guard, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but only time will tell how that will play out. But Adam Schmidt in the chat, what's up, Adam? Adam, I got the shotgun tool here for you if you're trying to get wild on today's show. D. Lawson saying replacement for Lonzo? Yeah, no doubt. Could be. But, hey, Rocky sending that $10 super chat. I'll crack open a Michelob Ultra here And also, if you guys could, I'm going to start foaming up on me. Yeah, but if you guys could drop a like on today's show. We're almost at 125. Yeah, almost at 50%. I'd appreciate it, fellas. I'd appreciate it.
Let's go, man.
Ralph saying could run Giddy at the 3. So, actually, this is perfect. Cullen, right up there in the skybox, he is actually a big-time Oklahoma City Thunder fan. So, Cullen, kind of peel back the curtains a little bit.
Yep.
What's your opinion on Josh Giddey? Because Thunder fans aren't, it wasn't a good fit in Oklahoma for him, no doubt about it, but he's definitely got some talent. So, yes, Cullen locked into the Thunder. What do you got?
Here's the thing, man. You're getting a player that, you think of Josh Giddey and you say, hey, what's one word that describes Josh Giddey? Playmaker. That's just who he is. Josh Giddey is a guy who, here, I'm going to pop the trade up real here.
Yeah.
You're going to get a guy who, he's active defensively. He's long. He can defend, when he's, engaged in everything. And I think he's somebody that you can really trust to run your offense. He's only 21 years old. Still got a lot of room to develop. Obviously, he's working on the, get to that super chat here in a second. But ultimately, I think what you get with Giddey is a guy who, he gets the rim without any crazy moves. And I think he's very efficient at getting to the basket, creating opportunities for others. And ultimately, when you have a Chicago Bulls team that's really at times, they could fall into a little bit of traps of going to Vooch too much on the block.
Yeah.
DeRozan kind of sizing up going mid-range. Zach LaVine going superstar mode.
Definitely.
It's one of those things where Josh Giddey's going to get you in your offensive sets. He's going to create opportunities for you that for players that maybe not able to create their own shots.
Yep.
And ultimately, he's going to settle the pace down and make sure that ultimately the coach's game plan is going to get
executed.
Yeah. There you go. So I think you're getting a really good player. He's young.
He's super young. That's the thing. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of him not having a jump shot right now. I think with his style of play, that would be huge. But he's 21 years old. You're telling me in 4 off seasons now of him just in the gym. And I will say this, listen to his entire press conference. People were asking him about the scandal going on, off the court last season. He handled it so well. As a 21-year-old, he had very mature responses. He just, I'm just starting to become a believer in Josh Giddey. And, maybe he could be your point guard of the future. I will say this. People are freaking out about Kobe White and Ayo DeSumo. Them not having the ball in their hands as much with Josh Giddey on this team. Right. We'll make this note. Ayo and Kobe White, some of the best spot-up players in the entire NBA last season. Yep. In a points per possession basis, they were absolutely fantastic. So I don't think it's I don't think it's that big of a deal. But we did have a big-time super chat coming in from my man Adam Schmidt here saying a little shot fun Seeps. C-Red. If everybody could in the chat right now, give me a C-Red Adam, diehard Bulls fan. He's a GOAT here at the Bulls Report, always supporting the show. But if you guys want to get in on the fun like Adam Schmidt, send in a super chat. Colin, I hate to see you make you run real quick. Could you give me a happy dad?
I got you.
That'd be great.
Here, take one of mine.
Oh, sweet. Perfect.
There you go. All right,
there we go,
brother.
Yeah, we got happy dads on deck here. Let's do it. I'll knock this down for my man Adam Schmidt. As you want to give the chat, see what they're saying.
Let's go, man. I'm giving shout-outs for everyone who types C-Red while Steeps does the shotgun. Shout out to Ty, man, getting us started off. Man, it's the NBA draft, man. Let's go.
Let's go,
man. We're also 3 likes away from getting 50% if y'all want to hit that button. Cheers up, Seeps. We got Leaderboard, Sports, FTLG Sports, GOAT Mode, Jeff Bartlett, Graham, Ty Man,
Come on, fellas.
Dustin. Let's go.
Come on, fellas.
We see red around here, baby.
Let's go.
See red. Let's go. Cash, Omar, FTLG, let's go. Get those reds. Go, Seeps, let's go. We got 30 minutes till the draft, baby. Let's go. Ethan, Ryan, Justin, the Happy Hermit, Graham, Tyman, Ralph, Robert. Hey, let's go.
Nothing That's to get the draft started besides a little Happy Dad shotgun, man.
Never heard.
No better way. We got a trash can over there?
Yeah. I do not. Do we not have one in here? If not,
no trash can in the studio.
I'll grab it. I got you.
Appreciate it. But if you guys could, give me a C-Red down below. Was FTLG saying we need more likes? Yeah, we do. We need 5 more likes, and then I'll take another shot up a drone. Shout out to Cullen. Yeah, but here we go. Over 300 people watching. That's awesome out of you guys. Really, really do appreciate it. Albert, Brandon, Tyman, the Buckeye, Rocky, Lord Buddy Bear. Lord Buddy Bear saying, Seeps, you got a producer. Bulls channel moving up in the world. Buddy Bear, I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day.
Second time producing a Bulls, man. I'm having a good time, brother.
Yeah, you were Cohen produced. If you guys were watching the play-in game versus the Miami Heat, very disappointing. Ended up talking myself in the Bulls winning that game. Did not, was not the case, obviously, but yeah. You know what? I want to get you guys back involved here. If you guys could name your top draft target for the Chicago Bulls tonight. Curious to see what you guys got to say, and then we'll go through, more players, talk about some of these prospects, heading into the draft. Cookie Cat saying, man, you need a new headset. You don't like the headset, Cookie? You don't like the headset? But you guys let me know. Name your top draft target. So, like, your dream scenario. What is the one pick tonight where you're like, that was a great move? Even though the Bulls front office is a joke, that was a fantastic move for Chicago. You guys let me know. Graham saying Dalton Connect is my home run pick. Yeah, Connect or Cody Williams for me, man. Those are my top two. Ryan saying Connect with Connect. I love that. Coromello saying Devin Carter. Stay is saying Cody Williams. Leaderboard Sports saying Ron Motor, I'm assuming you're saying, or Ron Holland. Donovan or Ware. Yeah, Alex Sarr would not be bad. But that's not going to happen. Yeah, he's saying LOL. But here are my top 5. So, I would say this is in order. Yeah, this is in order. Maybe I would move Connect ahead of Devin Carter. But my number 1 would be Cody Williams out of Colorado. I just think the Bulls just need more, winning basketball players, and having that 3-and-D wing who can attack closeouts very well. Hopefully he'll develop into a nice offensive player. I love Cody Williams. Then you got Ron Holland, probably the highest upside out of everybody you see here. Definitely the best athlete. But again, his shot is a problem. That is my biggest concern with Ron Holland, because he would be more of a developmental guy than Cody Williams, because his jump shot is so bad. I don't even know if you could throw him on the court. What was the stat, Colin, where it was 20% of his misses?
20% of his misses are considered bad shots, bad misses.
Which is an air ball or it's barely hitting the rim.
So 20% of his misses are not even close. So that's 1 out of every 5 shots. You're potentially getting an air ball from this dude.
Yeah. Then Devin Carter's an interesting one. I've kind of changed my tune on Carter after the Caruso trade. He is that gritty, guard. Went to Providence, had a great year for the Friars. We saw his usage rate and his shots per game, skyrocket after Providence's best player did get hurt. But his efficiency stayed the same. Shot 47% from the field, 37% from behind the arc. And then you guys know we talked about Dalton Connect here for a little bit, but that last guy on screen, Jared McCain. This would be a pick for the Bulls where, I don't think McCain has a specific position I could see him playing just yet in the league. But some pros on him that I like about McCain, he's got a lightning quick release. Thing I love the most about him, he's got a repeatable shot form. He gets to that release point, and it's the same thing every time. So, even though if he is off the dribble, all that matters for him is him, getting to that set jumper, getting to that release, and it's just all about, the release at the top of the jump shot. But he moves very well laterally. He can defend guards at a somewhat high level. But, the thing about McCain, if we're talking cons about him, what position is he going to play? Because he's 6'3", a little bit of a smaller guard. He's got good strength to him. I like the chest he has. That just helps him cut off, dribble penetration. But, Colin, is he he has to be a 2, right? Because he doesn't have the handle.
Guard, undersized. I mean, what you're basically hoping for with Jared McCain is that he's better than Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley.
I like that.
Like a baseline, right?
Yeah.
And then, I'm looking at our draft expert Rolly, his comp form. He says Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews. In terms of the play style, I get what he's saying, but Wesley Matthews, I believe, was 6'5", a little bit longer athlete, could really defend out on the perimeter. Whereas McCain, you're pretty much hoping on-ball defender that can switch on to maybe the corners and stuff and doesn't get picked on too much, but McCain's a really interesting prospect. I think he will have a successful NBA career. His upside's limited because, like you said, the lack of size. I mean, he's probably 6'3" with shoes on.
Yeah, doesn't have a crazy wingspan either, but I mean, he is a good athlete moving side to side. Yeah. So McCain's one that I don't think is likely for the Bulls at 11, but again, that's the thing that is so frustrating when people are asking me oh, who do you think the Bulls are going to pick? What do you think they're going to do? Yada, yada, yada. It's Guys, I have no idea. This front office has not given, Bulls fans any sense of direction over the last couple of seasons. But see what the chat's saying. Order of the Dragon saying Terrence Shannon. I'm out on Terrence Shannon at pick 11. I understand, Chicago kid, but I don't know, Colin.
I will bring up one name that we did not discuss on your list 5. We
Go
talked
for
about
it.
him a little bit before the draft started, and that's Tristan da Silva.
Tristan da Silva. Yeah, you want to throw up his scouting report? This is actually a good name here. So, Tristan da Silva, teammates of Cody Williams, went to Colorado. Honestly, the polar opposite of Cody Williams, where Tristan da Silva is that, older player. I think he's like 22 and a half years of age. He is a sniper from downtown. I mean, a little bit more about him. He's an all-around player, and he can contribute right off the jump. And, that's the thing with the Bulls. Are they going for a guy who's going to be a developmental pick, or are the Bulls, trying to run it back and make the playoffs and want a guy that's going to play right away? Da Silva might be that option. But, he did control the ball a lot at Colorado, was a primary decision maker on a lot of offensive possessions. He got great ability to space the floor. And the thing I saw and what I loved about him the most was, when he is in these catch-and-shoot opportunities, I feel like a lot of players, especially in college basketball, they need the perfect setup where it's they need to get that 1-2 into it, and then they're rising up and hitting the jump shot. He can move off screens. He can have a moving catch-and-shoot three. As long as he gets to his release, he has good. But, he's not the biggest athlete or not the greatest athlete, so I think his ceiling is a little capped. But, I bet you his floor is really high. He is a hell of a basketball player, so I like him.
I think he's arguably one of the top 5 most ready NBA prospects in this draft.
I would probably agree with that. Yeah.
Most ready, able to contribute right away. Because, this guy, like you said, Steve, he may not have the biggest ceiling, but he's going to come in right away. He played in the system at Colorado where he understood his role. He's a veteran on that team. He's got good size. He can shoot the three at a high clip, almost 40% during his last year at Colorado, almost 50% from the field. So there's not a weakness to his game per se. He doesn't have the athletic upside as maybe some of the other guys in this draft, but definitely a plug-and-play guy for sure.
Yeah, and I was just looking on Twitter. No new reports about the Bulls getting involved in a trade just yet, but still got 22 minutes. That's the thing right now. If you're the Bulls, how active are you in trade talks right now? Or are you just or do you think the Bulls are just we're focusing on pick 11. That's all that matters. We'll focus on as we do have some breaking news here.
Okay.
Big time news. Wow.
Wow.
Big time payday. Nick Claxton intends to sign a 4-year, $100 million deal to return to the Brooklyn Nets. Wow, Nick Claxton gets paid $25 million per year for Claxton. I think he deserves it. A little bit of an overpay, but, I feel like all these new contracts we see right now, everybody's going to be like, oh, that's an overpay, that's an overpay, that's an overpay. Just because the new TV deal, these contracts are going to be ridiculous. But
I will say, Claxton's typically, he has a very limited offensive game, obviously.
Very
in terms of, able to guard the pick and roll, able to, defend the rim, able to switch out on the pick and roll, and able to set screens and everything. He does everything that a center should that isn't a star-capable center. He does all the little things and everything. He's very athletic and finish at the rim, obviously. But now that you're paying him 4 years, $100 million, is he a player that's going to be worth $25 a year?
I want, are the Nets are actively tanking right now. It is pretty obvious, but
Cooper Flag watch, man.
Cooper Flag, yeah, I'm telling you. That's why it's also if you're the Bulls, man, you got to somehow lock up that top 10 pick for next season. It is protected. You got to somehow be able to lock that up, man.
Have to.
Yeah, I wanted the Bulls to get him if they were somehow able to move off Vooch, but that's the breaking news right now. Nick Claxton just got signed for 4 years, $100 million. Big time payday for Claxton. Big time payday. But as we are 20 minutes away from the draft, I'm going to put a link in the chat to a tweet I put out on my Twitter. If you guys could, just go give it a retweet real quick. I'll give you guys a follow back on Twitter. Just trying to get this Bulls, stream out to more and more Bulls fans. Get the chat a little more active. I feel like the Bulls, they're kind of in the, back room of, Chicago sports talk right now. It's all about the Bears. It's all about the collapse of the Chicago Cubs. And, the Cubs and White Sox being the two biggest jokes in the, MLB right now. But if you guys could, link in the chat. If you guys could retweet that, I will give you guys a shout out. And I would really, really appreciate it. But, Colin, let me ask you this.
All right, man.
If you had to make the pick for the Bulls,
Yeah.
who would be your guy?
I mean, ideally or realistically, like what are the parameters here?
We'll do dream.
Dream?
Like, obviously not like a Clingan at 11 or a Sarr at 11, but like, who do you think is like your top choice for the Bulls?
This would probably go against what I would normally do, but I think for the Bulls, I think this guy could really turn into a very special player in the system given the kind of the Bulls personnel. That would be Dalton Connect. I think Dalton Connect, the shooter, he can play either the 2 or 3. Offensively, he can create his own shot.
Yep.
And I think he's a defender, well, not yet up to the level, up to par. I think the Bulls, just with Josh Giddey coming in the thing, they need to spread the floor in the half court as much as they possibly can.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
when I think of that, I think of Dalton Connect.
I like that. Yeah.
I just think that he would be such a nice fit in that starting rotation, him and Patrick Williams, obviously Cody White, Josh Giddey, and the whole crew. So.
And you got a guy that can contribute right away. Like, yeah, I like that. I like Connect and Cody Williams. Like, those are 2 guys I want. Totally different prospects, but obviously playing on the outside, playing that wing spot. Rocky saying any chance Lonzo Ball plays next year. He says he is, but, who knows? Who frickin' knows? J-Dub saying, how about Isaiah Collier? I'm a fan of him. I just feel like he plays, too much of an AAU style of basketball, and it could have just been, USC last season. But, I just think the Bulls have already too many guards. They got Kobe White. They got Io DeSumo. So it's kind of like, do you want to bring another, cook in that kitchen? Yeah. I'd probably say no. I want to go wing or big. That's where I'm at for the Bulls. Sure. Wing or big. A guard. If you're going with guard, have it be like that Devin Carter, the grit and grind, the heart and hustle type of player. Yeah, but that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Ryan Mott saying ball bend done. Nobody come back from that surgery. Well, he's trying to be the first one. But if you guys could also, any other way, if you guys could share this video to a Bulls fan, I would really appreciate it. Click that little share button. Send it to any Bulls fans out there. Great way to help, support the show as we are 17 minutes away from the NBA draft, assuming it's going to be Zaccharie Risacher. Yeah, one bad thing about the NBA getting so international. It's a good and bad thing. I am terrible at pronouncing names. And it's going to make, you guys are going to see me, say all these names probably wrong tonight at a certain point. But, But also this. So, I've gotten a lot of DMs on Twitter about the Bulls possibly drafting a guy named Bronny James. And Little Dirk, Chicago rapper, was trying to recruit LeBron James to Chicago. And then a lot of fans started connecting some dots. Well, what if the Bulls take Bronny James at pick 11? We're not allowed to say the name Bronny in the chat one time tonight. Nobody is allowed to say Bronny. That's the rule we're starting right now,
It's
Colin.
a cliche, man.
It can't say Bronny.
Come on, man. We're better than this, honestly. You can go on to ESPN. You can go on to any other show.
They're all talking Bronny.
We're not doing that.
And
we're better than this.
You're going to get clicks. You're going to get more engagement. I understand that side of it. But if the Bulls would actually somehow take Bronny James at pick 11, would that not be... I actually think there's 2 players. I think it's Zach Edey and Bronny James. Both those guys would be the most Bulls pick. The most Bulls pick in Chicago Bulls history. It makes me happy. I see a lot of no thanks and hell no's coming in the comments section. Shout out to all you guys, Ryan, Big Diesel, and Mike Nintendo Master. But let's kick into this. I do this on shows every once in a while. Good way to, get the chat involved here. So, name a random Bulls basketball player. Mine, save this for draft day. Actually, I was going to say, that's not random. I'm going to say Andres Nocioni. I'll say Andres Nocioni is my guy. You got a random Bull, Colin?
About Nazir Muhammad.
Nazir Muhammad. Fun fact. You remember when he pushed LeBron James?
Yep.
I was at that game. I have never heard the United Center get louder. Yeah. Never heard it be louder. So, I like that. Nazir Muhammad. Yeah. Andres Nocioni. Yeah. Ben Gordon's not too random. Pau Gasol, I think, is considered like a random Bull. Yeah. I feel like people forget. He was an all-star for the Bulls. MJ, Steve Kerr coming in the chat.
Let's get some random ones.
Yeah, get weird. Make me think about it. Yeah. Craig Hodges, that's a good one. Brian Scalabrine, I like that one. J-Dubs. Yeah, no, I like these. I like that. I just like to see where you guys' heads are at right now, as we are 14 minutes away from the NBA draft, fellas.
Let's freaking
go.
go.
You guys excited? If you guys are excited for the draft, if you guys could give me a me down in the chat, as we got Nate saying Drew Gooden, that's a good random bowl.
That's a good one.
Chris Duhon, that's a good one.
There we go.
I like that. Oh, somebody's saying Felicio. Instead of can't say Bronny, we're going to say can't say Cristiano Felicio. Arch, I like the Arch poll. Tony Kukoc, legend. Eddie Curry, I like that. Tyrus Thomas, Brad Miller, I like those as well. Shout out to you guys. David D'Angelo in the chat. Tony Kukoc, Croatian sensation.
Ooh, Omira Sheik.
Omira Sheik is a good one. That's a random bowl right there. Tyson Chandler, I like that one as well. B. Daly saying, we need a young center, as Jake is saying Lonzo Ball. Don't say Lonzo yet. Cliff Livingston, that's a good one. Eddie Robinson, Rajon Rondo, that's a good random bowl. Never forget when the Bulls were up 2-0 in Boston, or against Boston, with both those first two games being in Boston, and then Rondo broke his hand, and we know the rest. Yeah. Juice saying Kirk Heinrich, love Kirk. Boozer, Noah. Yeah, I think it was, how many years ago today would have been? Derrick Rose was drafted
2009, right?
Or 7. I think it was 7. I think it's like 17 years ago today. Derrick Rose got drafted.
Let me see.
Which is incredible.
Derrick Rose drafted, if I could.
D Wade, Elton Brand, John Solomons is a good one.
So 2008, 2009 was his first season.
Wow, so about 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years, 16 years.
There you go.
Wow. D Wade, that's a good one as well. But also, guys, we got over 320 people with us. First off, credit to all you guys. I really do appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed here to the channel. This is a live sub counter. So if you hit that sub button right now, you're going to turn that 8 into a 9. I would really appreciate it if you guys could do so and hit that subscribe button. Keep us locked in.
If we get to 7,420, I'll take a shot.
2 more subs for a shot from my man Colin. I love it.
Steve's having all the fun so far, man.
I love it. I know. I'm drinking alone over here. But also if you guys want to support the show, send in a super chat. Great way to do so. Just keep the lights on here at Chat Sports. Yeah. D-Cron saying Kukoc. Cougar Slayer saying Gene Summers. Graham saying hit that like button. Yes, sir. Phil Jackson.
One sub away. Come on.
One sub away. We need one more sub for 420. Let's go.
I got a nice little thing of Fireball right here.
Colin's on the Fireball tonight. I love it.
I don't, but it was the only thing we had left. So.
God, Reed. They're showing Reed Shepard right now. He literally looks like an accountant.
He does.
He looks like a car salesman. He looks like somebody you would see walking around Wrigleyville right now, bar hopping. There we go. Appreciate it, fellas. Shout out to all you guys hitting that sub button. So we got over 350 people with us right now. Shout out to all you guys who have hit that sub button. We're flying almost 10 minutes away from the draft. Let's freaking go. If you want to just run through, we can just run through the big board real quick. Just break down some of these guys. Knight Rider saying I'm 420. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. But let's look at some of the top prospects in this year's draft. Break it down a little bit. More in depth here. You guys better feel of who's gonna go where tonight. So this is Nick Roloff's best available. This is his list. This is not ours, Colin and I's, but he's got Alex Sarr as the number 1 prospect. I probably disagree with that. I think Reed Shepard's the number 1 guy, in my opinion. I think Sarr just gives me James Wiseman vibes to its finest. I just don't really like his touch or his instinct. But, freak athlete, you're hoping he can develop that. Nikola Topic, he is Josh Giddey. No doubt about it. Like, you throw on his tape, he reminds me so much of a young Giddey. I love Matas Buzelis, actually a Chicago kid, went to Hinsdale Central High School. Super freak athlete. Colin, are you a big fan of Buzelis?
Buzelis is an interesting prospect. Definitely got a lot of upside. I mean, he really showed out during his season last year for the G League Ignite. I think he's a project a little bit. I'd like to see him work on his shooting a little bit. He only shot 26% from three, just under 70% from the free throw line. So definitely some stuff to work there, but a lot of good things about him too. Versatile defender, great feel as a weak side defender, elite athlete who could finish on top of the rim in a baseline threat. So a lot of things to like with Buzelis. I don't know if he'll follow Chicago personally, but he's definitely one of the higher prospects in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, so the only way I see the Bulls getting Matas is if somehow, like right now, the Detroit Pistons that have pick 5 are just like, screw it, we need more talent, give us Zach LaVine. Salary filler.
Or San Antonio.
Pick 4 and 8. Like, that could still go down here in the coming moments, but, you got potentially probably the number 1 pick, Zaccharie, Risacher. He's probably going to go there,
Number 1 in odds right now to be the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, I saw he's like minus 500, so he'll probably go there. I got Stephon Castle as my number 2 player in the draft. I love and he was saying that he watches a lot of SGA, which I think is great for his game. But Reed Shepherd, I like him a lot. Reminds me a lot of Derek White. Got guys like Dalton Connect, talked about him a lot. And then Donovan Clingan, I think he is, him or Reed Shepherd are probably the least bust, worthy prospects. I think he gives me like Walker Kessler vibes, like Rudy Gobert a little bit. I mean, I like Clingan.
He's a big guy, 7'2", almost 300 pounds. He listed it right now at 282 pounds. He moves a lot better than what his size you think would allow him. So I still question, him guarding the pick and roll, lateral quickness, him getting out into space. But ultimately, as a rim protector, he's one of the best, if not the best in this draft. Elite size, strength, he's a brick wall. I mean, he is an absolute unit that has a great touch around the rim. I think Clingan could ultimately be a really productive player here at the next level. He ultimately, to me, just needs to slim down maybe just a little bit. If he can get down to like 260, 270, which really shouldn't be that hard to get down to, I think he could be a really big asset for an NBA team in their rotation. But listen, man, he's got a lot of great pedigree, obviously coming from the University of UConn, 2-time national champion. I think he's a very good prospect here in this draft.
As we have some breaking news here.
Man.
Around Jimmy Butler. Ryan Motts had it in the chat first. So Shams Charania just said on his pre-draft show, I'm told Jimmy Butler will not be signing an extension with the Heat or any other team ahead of his opt-out in 2025 free agency. So he wants to be a free agent next summer.
He is 100%.
So he will most likely... See, now do the Heat move him? Like, if you're the Miami Heat and you look at the Eastern Conference, Knicks just got a whole lot better. You can't compete with Boston. Philly and Milwaukee are still ahead of you. Like, could Jimmy Butler be on the trade block? I mean, I hope the Bulls don't bring him back. But, we could continue with this big board here. But, wow, breaking news there. Looks like Jimmy Butler will be a free agent.
Wow.
Next summer. As we're going to be getting a lot of noise here.
We will be.
We're going to be getting a whole lot of noise. Dustin Woj just saying the Hawks are closing in on Risacher as the number 1 pick. But, here's more of where, these are prospects I think the Bulls could get. Jared McCain, I think it's unlikely. I think Rolly's got him a little high on this at number 9 for me. I think he's more in that like 16 to 22 range. But Devin Carter reminds me a lot of Derek White, that Josh Hart, just grit and grind. Also was an elite scorer. Did it at all 3 levels for the Friars this past season. My number 1 guy, Cody Williams, love him. I think he's very similar to Jaden McDaniels, who we saw kill it for the Timberwolves in the playoffs. Ron Holland, super upside guy, freak athlete, but his jump shot is just, not where you want it to be. Dillingham, he's kind of like that Bones Highland, Lou Williams type of player, but right there, number 14, Kel'el Ware. Keep your eyes out on him. I think if I had to call it, I think I could see the Bulls taking him at pick 11, but also Tristan Da Silva, I would like him as well. And then also Isaiah Collier. Don't think he could be the pick for the Bulls, but, you never know. But, wow, let's go, Ryan Motts.
Shout out
coming
to you,
in. Let's go, Ryan. Shout out to you, man. Saying no questions, just good vibes. Love to see it. This is one of the best Bulls pages on the internet. We appreciate you, Patty. I don't know who told you to call me Patty, but we appreciate it, Ryan. I don't know if that was my girlfriend telling you to type Patty. She's the only one that calls me that. But let's turn around the franchise tonight. Shout out to you. Sam Brown, we're killing it over here, baby.
We're doing good,
killing
brother.
it. If you guys could show Ryan some love in the chat, shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. $20 super chat. Me and Colin will take a shot for you, my friend.
Oh, man.
Shout out to you, Ryan.
Let's go, man.
Appreciate it. Just for the vibes, Ryan. Just for the vibes. Let's go. Let's go. Cheers to you.
Salute to Patty.
Salute. Ooh.
I do not like Fireball.
That Patron, man.
Whew.
Alrighty. As we are less than 4 minutes away. Couldn't be more excited. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in so far. I've already had nearly 3,000 people tune in. But if you guys are ready for the draft to start, give me a go down in the comments section as we are 4 minutes away. They're showing it on TV right now. They're showing all the prospects. If you guys could, give me a go down below, as Ryan Mott saying, yes, sir. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. As well as Independent Projects is saying Bronny. Well, you're not allowed to say Bronny. No. That is, Bronny is banned from the chat. So even if you try to type it, you're not allowed to. Goat Mode saying, anyway, the Wizards take Shepherd over Sarr.
I think that might be. I mean, the fact that Shepherd's risen as high as he has over the last week and a half or so is pretty big. I know you're really high on him, Seeps, but everything odds-wise says he's going number 3 to the Rockets.
He'll go number 3 to the Rockets. Now it just comes down if the Rockets are going to stick there and pick. Like, I could see a trade coming here last second where the Rockets move off that number 3 pick. But give me the goes down below in the chat. I'm going to be starting typing them, see if you guys can beat me. I would appreciate it. Give me the goes below.
Shout out to Ancient. Shout out to Dono. Let's get those goes. I'm giving shout outs, man. We got 3 minutes till the draft. Let's go. Right quick. Appreciate you, brother.
As ESPN just messed up, they showed a random, I don't know who the prospect was, but they said it was Dalton Connect. It was not Dalton Connect. Let's go. Give me the goes down below. Dan saying, Vamonos. Come on.
Vamonos.
Come on.
Big Diesel, go. Independent Projects, go.
Shout out to you guys.
Go. Got Brandon, Elbert, Independent Prods, Ryan, Dan, D. Lawson.
Appreciate you.
Houston might get Jimmy. I mean, that would be crazy.
Houston could get Jimmy.
Houston could. They got the assets, too. Freddie, Elbert, Jeff, Pat, Shannon, Ken, ya boy. Shout out to y'all,
man. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you in the chat. Showing some love. As always.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
2 minutes away. Let me know right now, who is your dream pick before we get started? Who is your dream pick for the Chicago Bulls? I'm still staying in the Cody Williams camp. Colin kind of talked me into Dalton Connect. I think I probably got them 1A, 1B at this point. Disaster picks. What about that? What would be a disaster pick for the Bulls?
Hold on. I'm blanking on his name, but honestly, a disaster pick for the Bulls would be a guy like, and here's the thing, I don't hate this dude as a prospect, but Isaiah Collier.
Collier would be a disaster pick. I think so.
Collier, to me, I mean, we already talked about some of these prospects before, but Collier, listen, man, 6'2", 205, just under 6'5" wingspan. He's a really, great driver of the basketball, able to be a really physical presence.
Yeah.
But I just don't see him translating to being like a consistent NBA rotational player in this draft.
And I feel like if he needs to develop, he needs to kind of have the reins of a team.
Yeah.
Like, he can't, fit in as a role player and, develop as well as he could, going somewhere else. But, and, we got too much guards. Brandon saying that in the chat. Ron Holland, I would like Ron Holland. That would definitely be that would be a bold pick for the Bulls. As Jalen Williams is with his brother at the draft. Love to see that. But we're a minute away, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't be more excited.
Yeah.
Going to be breaking down every single draft pick. Also, Dalton Connect, I don't know if you guys saw it. He's got a fat-ass chain on that says DK. Pretty sweet. A little corny, but, I like the swag he's rocking with, man.
You got to own your swag, man.
You got to own it.
You got to own your swag, man.
I think Silver is about to walk out on here. The worst commissioner in all of sports, in my opinion. I think he's terrible. I think he's made a ton of terrible calls for the league. But,
Yeah.
My dream pick is Clingan, Ware, or Buzelis. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Matas. I don't think we're getting Clingan. Ware, definitely. Ware could definitely be the pick for the Chicago Bulls. But Adam Silver's about to walk out on stage. If you guys could, boo him for me in the chat. Let's go. I think he's terrible. It kind of pisses me off that go down, even though it's like kind of a joke that Roger gets booed at every NFL draft. But I think Adam Silver is significantly worse than him. So if you guys could, give me some boos down below in the comment section.
Oh, man. Is LaVine going to be traded tonight? I'll make a bold prediction here. I think LaVine will get traded between now and the start of free agency.
Now and Sunday night.
Sunday night.
So Sunday night at 5 p.m., you're saying LaVine is dealt.
Yeah, I think he'll get traded before the start of free agency for Chicago.
Okay, I like that. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. Because if you move off LaVine, I want them to know that entering free agency. I don't want them to be like, well, is LaVine going to be on the team? Is he not? It just kind of, clear slate,
right.
Wipe it off and start over. Logan saying trade down and snag Terrence Shannon. I think he would be a disaster pick as well. I know he's a Chicago guy. He killed it last year in college hoops. He was awesome. I understand all that. I just don't like the fit. It is a fit thing for me.
Yeah.
Stand Up saying channel needs 1 million subs. That would be sweet. Shout out to Stand Up Rivera in the chat showing some love. Independent typing boo. Big Diesel saying Jimmy going to Philly or Clippers. I could see him going back to Philadelphia.
I could see it.
No doubt. I just hope the Bulls draft Edey, to be honest. Oh, we will. You know what's so funny about Edey? I feel like you're all over the spectrum, where it's guys are like, this guy can't play at all, and then it's oh, Edey's going to be, all-star in the NBA. I'm kind of in the middle. I think he'll work out. I just, I'll tell you what, you want to put butts in seats, Edey's the pick.
Man.
God, that would be hilarious if the Bulls take Edey.
That would be
hysterical. That would be hysterical, ladies and gentlemen. But, we're closing in on the number 1 overall pick. You guys let me know. It's probably going to be Zaccharie Risacher will be the number 1 pick, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll be breaking down every pick that comes in here on the channel all night long. Me and my man Cohen. It's going to be a good time, so appreciate everybody tuning in so far. Both pick at 11, so we got a ways to go there, but how down are we on Dalton Connect? Oh, we are so down on Dalton Connect. We would love Dalton Connect. I would be thrilled.
We are down for him to be there at 11. That's
down. You know what? Something to look forward to in these first 10 picks, Cody Williams and Dalton Connect falling.
Yep.
If those two, or just one of them, could somehow escape the top 10, shake their hands, put in that pick, and we move on.
Run up to the freaking Adam. Run up to Adam Silver.
Yep.
Get it in, man.
Get it in.
Woo.
That's right. I would literally buy my Connect jersey tomorrow. I would get actually, I'll go jersey. I'll go jersey. I don't know if he's owned the jersey yet, but I would get a Connect jersey.
Wouldn't mind it.
Let's go. That's not Colin. That's bowling. Bowl. I love that. Bowling.
I'll take it.
I love that, Ryan. Shout out to you.
There we go, brother.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Alrighty.
Let's go, man.
Is there showing the coverage now? Number 1 pick going to be here
Jerry's
soon.
saying my top 4 are Khalil Ware, Buzelis, Clingan, and Filipowski. That's interesting.
Filipowski would be a disaster pick at 11, in my opinion. But, if the Bulls somehow trade back, I wouldn't hate the pick of Filipowski. But I don't see that happening necessarily. But, we'll be showing all the picks on screen. We'll have a ton of graphics to show it. As Adam Silver is here. If you guys could give me a go down in the comments section as we are here for the 2024 NBA Draft.
Let's freaking go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Silver. Let's go. Can you say what's happening, please? Yeah, Silver is talking right now, introducing the draft. They're honoring Jerry West right now. Rest in peace. One of the smartest basketball minds we have ever seen. My coolest story I've heard about Jerry West was how, he shut down the Klay Thompson for Kevin Love trade.
Yep.
And if people forget, at that time, Klay was not who he was. And Kevin Love was he was 26 and 15 a game.
Easy. He was a guy that was consistently pushing 20 games.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest moves that, he made, where he was so adamant on keeping Klay Thompson, and obviously ended up working out. Yeah, I think he was pretty good with the Clippers the past couple of years, but obviously injuries really hurt their chances. But
Also, let's not forget, was a big part of getting Shaquille O'Neal to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, one of the moves that transcended NBA history, led to 3 titles for the Lakers. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been one of the most iconic. I mean, obviously the logo. Shout out to Jerry West, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry West. Ken saying plot twist, the Bulls draft Bronny.
Why are we still talking about this, dude?
Ken, I told you, we're not allowed to say Bronny in the chat.
No Bronnies, man.
No Bronnies in the chat tonight.
What are we doing?
New rule. Not allowed to say Bronny. Because if you guys speak this into existence, I'm gonna kill you guys. All right, I'm gonna be mad at the chat if that's somehow it. As they're giving the Boston Celtics love for winning the championship. Can't stand the Celtics.
Disgusting.
Kevin Love was that dude in Minnesota. No doubt. No doubt. Haha, my bad. You're good, Ken. You're good, Ken. Don't worry about it. Trade back and draft Ware and TSJ. Yeah, I just don't see the Bulls drafting or trading back.
No.
Unless you could somehow get an extra first, but I just don't think so.
Here's something that I want to ask the people.
I like this.
How many trades will happen today?
Okay, so we already have one.
One.
We got one trade.
I told Seeps that because of the trade, I bumped up my line because I was going to come in with tonight at 1.5. I think 2.5 is a fair number for trades.
2.5, so we would need 2 more. That's tight. Draft just started. Hawks are on the clock.
That's very tight.
I think I'm going to say under on the 2.5 trades. I feel like we would have seen them by now, but I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong on that. Josh Giddey and Cody Williams. Hey, have that be the future. I like Denzel Washington. Assuming you're talking about Denzel Valentine, another terrible draft pick by the Bulls.
Yeah.
But the Atlanta Hawks. You know what's funny about the Hawks getting the number 1 pick is that was supposed to be the Bulls lottery ticket if they would have lost to the Hawks in the play-in game. So we could be having a whole different conversation right now.
We really could.
Again, that's not it doesn't mean for sure, but technically the Bulls, if they would have lost that play-in game, they would have the number 1 pick right now. Kevin saying Hawks are going to take Sarr. I think it's going to be Risacher. The sports books are really heavy leaning that way. I think a shocker would be Clingan right here.
Yeah.
Clingan would be the shocker. I saw somebody bet $500 on Bronny being the number 1 pick. Pays out $125,000. I don't hate those odds actually. I don't hate it. That would
We're
be
not allowed
something.
to talk about it, Steve.
Oh yeah, my bad. Can't say Bronny.
What are we doing, man? Yeah, just throwing money away. I'm going 4 trades. D-Law saying 4. Freddie's saying 5. So they're
5, okay.
crushing the 2.5, man.
Trade today 4.5. I hope you guys are right.
Yeah.
D. Lawson saying DeMar going back to the Spurs. Haven't really thought about that too much. I could see that being the case. That wouldn't be insane. Jake saying I would be mad if we get the first in this draft. Yeah, that is true. If there's any draft, obviously it's not like you wouldn't want the number 1 overall pick, but if there's a draft you missed out on it, this is definitely the draft to do so. So, Bronny undrafted plus 450. Don't hate those odds either. Young boy. Oh my God, young boy, I've been waiting to talk to you. I am sorry the Bulls traded your king. Young boy, I've been waiting, man. Young boy, I know. Young boy, you know what's so funny when I saw that trade go down? I literally thought of you. I thought of Young Boy 777 on YouTube. The biggest Caruso fan I've ever met. And I was devastated for you. Did you shed a tear? What was your reaction? I mean, especially for Josh Giddey. That was, man.
That was interesting, man.
Bro, I know, young boy. I know. I'm happy and sad. That's good. I'm happy you're finding some positivity. As it looks like the Hawks just made the pick. They are clapping and they are happy. And I do have the selection. The Atlanta Hawks are taking Zaccharie Risacher with the number 1 pick in the 2024 NBA draft. Risacher, the number 1 pick is in. And he is going to the Atlanta Hawks. So, God, in terms of least known number 1 picks in NBA history, this has to be up there.
It's definitely got 2013 vibes a little bit. I don't know, man. Like
Wait, you said what draft? The Anthony Bennett?
Yeah, the Anthony Bennett. In
definitely.
terms of like, just not a lot of selling on who the number one clear-cutted guy is. I get Alex Sarr probably is that guy, and he could be looked at as the Victor Oladipo of this draft. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm out on Sarr. I don't like that he was denying workouts with the Hawks. But there it is. We're gonna have every pick popping up at the top of the screen. So make sure you guys do stay tuned for the entire thing. But Zaccharie, Risacher, the number one pick in the NBA draft. Like, if you would have told me that 3 months ago that he would be the number one overall pick, first off, I would have said, who the hell is that? And I don't believe you. So, but there it is, the number one pick of the 2024 NBA draft. Zaccharie, Risacher.
Risacher, remember.
Oh, Risacher.
Also, make sure that, hey, if we're watching this Bulls stream and you know somebody that is trying to tune into the draft coverage, me and Seeps, we've been talking about this all the time. Make sure you share the video down below. If you say that you share the video with somebody, we're giving shout-outs down below. Just type in the chat, hey, I shared this video. We'll give some shout-outs, man.
Appreciate it. You want to get a trade L3 at the bottom?
Yeah, we can
Just
do
get
that.
like the Denny trade up there, I think.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's get some news. Young boy saying, I guess the jokes came true that I became an OKC fan. Young boy, that's crazy. That is actually crazy to think about. We were rooting for the Thunder. It was like early on in the season. Bulls were like, they were like 7 games below 500 early. And we were doing a watch party versus the Thunder. And we were like, you know what? Let's just start rooting for the Thunder.
Yeah.
And we turned into the biggest Thunder fans. And now Caruso's going there. I am happy for Caruso. Like, he gets to go playing winning basketball in June. As they're showing the Hawks front office, they're acting like they just drafted LeBron James. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy for, landing this guy, but
do you think they're overcompensating a little bit? Being like, hey, everyone kind of knows we weren't really sure what to do, so we kind of have to, do it?
Yeah. Could definitely be a case. But in my opinion, actually, no, I think the draft starts at pick number 3. I think Sarr is definitely the lock for the Washington Wizards. I would assume. Zaccharie Risacher. Risacher. Pick is in. Number 1 pick out of France. We could pop up a scouting report real quick, get you guys more about him. But the number 1 pick, man. Cam saying I shared the video with all 331 people watching. Cam, this is all because of you, man. Appreciate you. I'll still tune in for you, Patrick Siepman. I still love you, GOAT. I hope y'all get rid of Vooch. Don't say y'all like you're not a part of us anymore, young boy. Don't say y'all. This is a we. All right? Don't do that to me. But, more on Risacher. He's a really good off-ball player. He's great at attacking closeouts. Gives me Harrison Barnes vibe with probably a little more athleticism. But, you guys can see him up on screen right now. Like, there is no doubt about it. He's going to need to add more strength and muscle to his frame. But he is super young, so hopefully that just comes with age and, being in the weight training program that the Hawks will have him in. But he's got a decent first step. And he's got some good athleticism. Helps him finish above the rim. But, he doesn't have, it's so funny. You go from probably last year, the greatest number 1 pick since LeBron James, to this. Like, it's just, I don't want to say it's disappointing for the league, but it's just a down draft. And, next year you're going to have Cooper Flagg or, his other teammate at Duke, forgetting his name, probably the number 1 pick. But, yeah, Zaccharie Risacher, number 1, with now the Washington Wizards on the clock. I would assume this is Alex Sarr.
You would have to believe. I feel like that's where the odds were leaning. I think that's probably where Sarr ends up.
Bulls need to trade for Cam Johnson. I love Cam Johnson. And again, if the Bulls were in a more, win now spot, I'd be more open to it. But they're just not there right now. I gave a lot to this team, but I still hope Bulls succeeds because they gave my GOAT the chance. Stop saying they, young boy. Stop saying they. You are part of this team. We did not lose you with Caruso. You are still on the squad.
Real quickly, though, we are approaching 7,450 subscribers.
That's awesome.
I'm going to take a shot again.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll take shots for reaching 7,450. If you guys could hit that sub button. As Jeff Bartlett coming in with a $10 super chat. My man Jeff, You guys could show him some love down in the comments section. Closing in on actually $100 in Super Chats today, which is awesome. All credit to you guys. I really do appreciate it. But Jeff is saying roll-off. Predicts Shy to draft a guard at 11. That's just Rolly. Rolly's a Heat fan. He kind of just wants to see the Bulls, do bullish things. The only guard I could see them taking is Devin Carter. I don't think they're going to take Topic. I don't think they're going to take Collier. That's it. Hey, Ryan, $10 for taking shots. That is my deal out there. Daniel saying, "Hey everyone, happy Wednesday." Young boy saying, "I don't know, I just want to like the Bulls, but it's Vooch. He's the problem." Yeah, Vooch is definitely a problem. Yeah. But the Washington Wizards are on the clock. You guys let me know who is the most underrated player in the draft. Who is getting slept on the most? You guys let me know. But Jeff Bartlett, really appreciate your super chat. As always, great way to help support the show here.
And it is going to be Alex Sarr with the number 2 overall pick.
It is Alex Sarr officially going number 2 overall. And now this is when the draft starts. So, wow, ESPN is actually live on YouTube. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
ESPN live on YouTube.
They're scared of the Chat Sports Hive, man.
They're scared of the Chat Sports Hive. Yeah, but Alex Sarr, the pick at number 2. Now we get to, the Rockets. And, I think they could go a number of different directions. It could be Reed Shepherd or it could be Donovan Clingan. I think it's those two. I think if they take Clingan, it could indicate that maybe they're, more open to trading Şengün, but I just don't know. I really am curious to see what the Rockets have to do here. But, more on Alex Sarr. I'm not the biggest fan of him. If we're just being blatant obvious here. He just gives me James Wiseman vibes. He's a great athlete, can move his feet very well. I think he'll be a plus defender immediately when he steps into the NBA. And listen, he's got good agility. You can be an elite rim protector right from the jump, no doubt about it. He's a capable jump shooter, which I don't know if I agree with, but, his shot's really funky. And I just don't love the fit, or just don't love his instincts. I don't love his touch too much. Again, freak athlete. I understand why he is a top 3 pick just because of, you're banking on the upside here. But I don't know. I just think the Wizards, I think it makes sense for them. They need, potentially that star. But, yeah, I just don't love the pick. But
I will say, in defense and playing devil's advocate here, name the last great Washington Wizards shot blocker, like rim protector.
That's a good point.
There's something to be said about a team that, you're trotting out Kyle Kuzma. You're now trotting out potentially Malcolm Brogdon. You're trotting out a bunch of guys that, let's face it, they can get blown by, at this stage in their careers. So having a guy that can protect the rim, it's not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, you got good offensive talent and Poole, also Kuzma.
Poole get drove by, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that thought there. Maybe I was just kind of hating on Sarr because I just couldn't believe he was like the undisputed number 1 pick at a point. But yeah, definitely a weak draft. 100%. How do you have the picks before the TV announces it? Oh, Henry, we got Woj and Shams on speed dial right now. They're texting us the picks.
Hashtag Chat Sports doesn't have sources.
Hashtag Chat Sports doesn't have sources.
Oh.
We got sources, but
independent. What do we say, man? You can't spam Bronny in the chat, man.
No more Bronny.
We're not trying to have that type of vibe here tonight, man.
What do we do if the Bulls take Bronny and we're not allowed to say Bronny? And that's an interesting situation.
It's not happening. Not even going to speak it into existence.
Checkmate saying type of draft where the number 15 player chosen can become the best player in the draft. Yeah, no doubt about it. Which is why the Bulls being at pick 11, it was not the worst thing in the world at all, but. Yeah, Alex Sarr is going to the Washington Wizards, and now this leaves the Houston Rockets with a decision on their hands. I think it's a two-player race here between Clingan and Reed Shepherd. If I had to guess, I'm gonna guess they go Reed Shepherd. Yeah. That's what I would say, but
I agree. I don't think with Şengün there that they would invest that highly on a center like Clingan. Could be wrong, but I think Shepherd fits this team and what they're trying to do.
And plus, the Rockets, they have so many AAU style of hoopers and like Jabari Smith, Jalen Green. Like they just need a guy that's like, the glue guy to help them get them better on the margins. And I think Shepherd fits that bill.
Okay, now take this source for a grain of salt. Jake Fisher. The Rockets had been telling teams all week Houston would wait to hear out trade offers when the number 3 pick came on the block. So we could see potentially our first draft trade here.
That's interesting.
Houston. We'll see. Nothing's official yet, but they've been hearing.
Okay. Could Zach LaVine be heading to Houston? That would be hilarious for the Rockets.
That would be hysterical.
Can we please get a draft trade with the Bulls? Can we please get a draft trade? Noah in the chat saying, what's up, guys? How are you guys? We are great over here.
We're chilling, man.
We are great. Waiting on the Bulls pick, breaking down the draft.
Yeah.
Rockets.
We're about 6 subs away, by the way, from us taking shots.
Yeah, 6 subs away. If you guys haven't already, hit that sub button. Let's do it. Any chance they go Castle?
I just don't think Castle's falling that far, man.
Yeah, Castle's not falling to 11. If he's there, you take him.
And the pick is in. Reed Shepherd.
Yeah, Reed Shepherd, the pick for the Houston Rockets. Shepherd, so no trade. Reed Shepherd, pick is in. Reed Shepherd, pick is in. This is my number 1 player in the draft. Just a winning basketball player, man. 42-inch vertical leap. Love his game. Shout out to Samantha Sims watching right now. But, yeah, Reed Shepherd, love his game. I think he's a guy where it's like maybe he'll never be top 15, top 20 player in the league.
Never.
I just don't think that's in his game. But could he be in that 30 to 50 where it's like the Derek White, Drew Holiday type of player? I think 110%. So I love this pick for the Rockets. I think it's a great move. And I got him as my number 1 player in the draft class. Shot the ball at 53% from downtown this past season with the Wildcats, with Kentucky. So
2.5 steals per game.
2.5 steals. Great hands-on drives. Like he is a king at when a guy's driving on him, try to go for a layup, to swipe down, like reads passing lanes very, very well, and a freak athlete. Freak athlete. So I think it's a great pick for Houston. But yeah, wow, Clingan falls. Like let's keep that in mind. So 3 guys we're watching right now, Colin.
Yep.
Cody Williams, Connect, and Clingan.
Yep.
Clingan is the pipe dream.
100%.
He could be picked by the Spurs here. I think it's going to be Castle. I think it's going to be his teammate.
I think Castle will be an option here. The other person that I thought would be Rolly's guy, Nikola Topic, just because I think that they're looking for a guy to really be a nice, initiator to the offense there in San Antonio, getting Victor Wembanyama the ball.
Yeah.
And I think Topic does it as about a high of a level as anybody in this draft, so that's a potential option. Also, wouldn't rule out Buzelis either.
Buzelis should be an interesting one.
So,
see, he's a guy I could see falling.
Yeah.
Let's just, as Bulls fans right now, as we're watching, keep in mind you got your favorite draft prospect in your head. Hopefully I don't call his name, but Houston Rockets pick is in. Can I also say something? Claps up for the NBA right now. The picks are moving. I feel like in other years, like they just dragged this out, but shout out to the league on this. Shout out to the league.
Shout them out.
The graphics are taking a second to load. Okay. Yeah, we got
it's all
that.
Good. Yeah, we're good.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, let's see what the pick is for the Spurs. Maybe it's a trade for Zach LaVine.
It could be.
Who frickin' knows?
It could be, man.
Spurs were my team. Don't forget Topic and Matas falling. I hope Matas falls. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Henry saying Reed has great vision and good pick for Rockets. I agree. I think this was a smart choice for Houston. They needed a glue guy.
I did.
They needed a margins guy. This is him. Yeah, I think it's a great pick for Houston. No doubt.
100%.
Over 300 people watching, though. Hey, I said we'll be taking a shot at Patron and Fireball if we pick up 2 more subscribers. So if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button, lock us in. We're just having a great time, chugging along here.
As they finally announced the pick.
Yeah, that took a while. Reed Shepherd looking like an accountant out there, but tell you what, that kid great at basketball, man. great at basketball. Love the pick.
Man just gets buckets, dude. He really does.
He just gets buckets. I love him.
How do you feel about his teammate, by the way, Rob Dillingham? To me, that would be a disaster for the Bulls.
That would be an absolute disaster, Colin. I am not big on Dillingham.
Not either.
I understand, like, he's talented.
Some people are saying that he could be the next Lou Williams. That, to me, is a very high line.
That's like his
absolute.
See, if that's like your max type of guy.
Yeah.
Even Lou Will. I love Lou Will.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. Is he like a winning?
Yeah.
Like, is that type of player in the modern day game? Like, are we seeing those types of guys translate to winning? So, Dillingham, I'm out on. I would actually be furious if the Bulls took Rob Dillingham. But there we go. Just crossed over 7,450 subs.
Let's go.
Shout out to you guys, man. It's shot time.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. Ryan saying that's Cody Williams. Can't have Cody Williams. Nobody's drafting Cody Williams till 11. That would be a great pick for the Bulls. Cheers, fellas. Shout out to y'all.
Whew.
The Western Conference is ugly. The Western Conference is freaking loaded, dude.
It is a bloodbath.
You think about you think about how stacked it was this past season, and now you got the Rockets, Spurs, and Grizzlies. All are going to come back better than ever. Like, no, it's Western Conference is going to be special. Like, I mean, I just feel for the teams like the Kings and like the Pelicans, where it's like you are good basketball teams.
Yep.
Like, no doubt, you are a good basketball team. Probably would be like the 6th or 7th best team in the East, but you're probably not even making the play-in next year in the Western Conference. Yeah. The Duke guy with the painted nails would also be a disaster. I don't know if McCain would be a disaster. I wouldn't be thrilled about it. It would be an okay pick for me. I just want them to go a wing. Go a wing. I mean, because when Patrick Williams got hurt last year, we had Caruso and DeMar DeRozan running the 4. Like,
I definitely think this is my take, Steve, so you feel free to jump in.
Go for it.
Out of Connect, Williams, Holland, and De Silva, I think Holland would be my lowest out of those wings.
Yeah.
And I think Cody Williams obviously makes a lot of sense, but Dalton Connect's like probably right there with De Silva kind of being in that mid-tier. But if any one of those 4 picks, you can justify it.
Yeah, I'm cool with either of those 4. Hopefully they're, looking at it the same. But they're showing the last Kentucky guards we drafted in the top 5. Reed Shepherd joins good company. De'Aaron Fox and John Wall as the last Kentucky guards to be drafted in the top 5. In the top 5.
Ooh, man.
Daddy connect to the Bulls. Hopefully. I'll be happy about it. Plus, a lot of people grew up in Chicago, I feel like, went to Tennessee for school. So,
honestly, let's see.
Colin is on point. You know it, Ryan. You know it.
We came correct.
Bowling. My bad. Yeah, bowling, Ryan.
Bowling.
There we go.
There we go. Honestly, you want to make that the new live chat? Which wing would you want the Bulls to be?
Yeah. That'd be great. Wow, we got the pick for the Spurs. Stephon Castle.
There we go, man.
Castle goes pick 4. Great pick for San Antonio.
I love that.
Oh,
I love that pick so much.
That is a fantastic pick for San Antonio.
What a pick.
Wow.
That makes me so happy.
That does make me happy.
Holy crap.
Wemby, Castle, and now if they're going to take Connect at 8. Connect's going to be the draft pick at 8.
I'm not ruling out potentially another guard here. I'm not ruling it out.
Like a Dillingham.
They wouldn't go Dillingham. I think, like I said, if Buzelis or Topic.
Topic would be I wonder if they think.
So it's taking a minute to load here.
Yeah, we do have the pick. It is Stephon Castle going to San Antonio. Oh, flip to 8. He's got to go back up to 4.
Yeah. There we go.
So it's Connect, Tristan De Silva. Tristan De Silva. We're making a new live poll here. I want to get you guys involved, see what you guys are saying. Who's the other guy? Tristan De Silva. Cody Williams.
Yeah, Cody Williams. Your boy, man.
My boy. My bad, Cody. I didn't mean to forget about you. Shout out to Cody. But yeah, I just put the new live poll. Which wing do you want? You guys let me know your thoughts.
Down below.
Ryan saying I'm so damn nervous. Don't be nervous.
We're chilling, man.
Don't be nervous. Expectations are low right now. The Spurs front office hasn't made a right move in 3 or 4 years. So, Freddie saying, please do not draft Ron Holland. Okay. I like this. Why don't you guys shout out your city for me? Where are you guys watching from? Yeah, shout out to Cody. Yeah, you guys let me know. Where are you watching from? You guys in Chicago? You guys in the greatest city of the world? Or are you guys watching somewhere else?
Give some shout-outs, man. Oh, man. How do you feel about Detroit right here, by the way, while we're waiting for these to roll in?
I think it's going to be Buzelis.
Okay. They were a big fan of him, I know, pre-draft.
They were. I don't know what other player. Maybe they go Clingan?
Yeah.
Maybe?
That wouldn't be.
They just want like a defensive anchor with Cade Cunningham.
Yeah. We got William from KC, the Happy Hermit from Windsor, Illinois, Chi-Town from Noah, Ty Man representing Ohio, Kevin, Calumet City, Scottsdale from Ryan, Chi-Town from Elliott. It's in straight with the Bulls. That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts right now. Zach LaVine goes to Detroit. Could you imagine we get that news? Stephon Castle being announced.
As Adam Silver does announce the pick. Oh, I do like the Castle chain, though. You see that?
No, I did not.
He's got a little
Hurley's
castle
there, too.
Yeah.
Like, is it actually like a castle?
Yeah, like, look at it. Once he's hugging his mom, or I'm assuming right now. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that is tough. Stephon Castle, great pick for the San Antonio Spurs. Ken saying the Pistons are going to pick Clingan. I don't know, dude.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
So you think about the Spurs, what they just did the last 2 drafts. You got a 5-star, 6'6" guard. And then you got Victor Wembanyama. I'm going to say this, Colin.
Yep.
I think the Spurs are going to be in the second round of the playoffs next year.
Wow.
I think they're. I was going to about to say Western Conference Finals, but I don't think they will. I could see them being like a 6 seed and somehow shocking like the Timberwolves round 1, or like one of those teams. Like main point being, I think Wemby's going to be an undisputed top 10 guy next year.
Okay.
But
you're very high on Wemby.
I'm very high on Wemby.
To me, like my expectation for the Spurs is to make the play-in and maybe win a play-in game, maybe get into the actual playoff tournament. But hey, second round, that would be nuts.
That would be nuts.
I mean, think about how long it took some of the guys that come in, man. Like, it's very rare that even a player as great as Wemby, right, like, gets into the postseason this early.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he were to do that, man, he'd be solidified as a top 10 guy, I feel like, with this current roster getting into the second round.
See, now, I wonder if the Spurs could trade pick 8.
They could.
Like, because I bet you Castle was kind of their dream guy here. Like, maybe they go connect and just get a more like ready now type of player, but hey, Pat was thinking the Caruso trade hurts like when they traded Kirk Heinrich, another lockdown defender. They brought him back in the later part of his career. I could see that being the case. No doubt. But I think the Caruso trade, it hurt, but it was the right move. It was the right move for Chicago. And I will stand by that. I know it sucks right now, but you wait a couple years. Hopefully Josh Giddey, develops,
100%.
Gets that jump shot. And I think we'll be looking at that trade differently. Yeah. Clingan 8 to Memphis. Memphis has 9. Spurs got 8, but I could see him going there.
Yeah.
So we got Detroit, Charlotte, and Portland. I don't think Clingan falls past Portland. Yeah. I think he'll go there, if not to Charlotte. Actually, Charlotte's probably the team that's... why would Charlotte not take? I guess Mark Williams they already have. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Just have it there so that way you can see it.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh,
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
Josh Giggity. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think ultimately, man, like you said, Seeps, he handled it the best way that he could. He's really been mature about the whole thing, and he's 21, man.
Yeah.
Got a lot of room for growth. A lot of room for growth.
Got
Dude, that castle chain's tough.
That is sweet.
That chain is.
I mean, if you're Stephon Castle right now, you think about just the decisions you made in your basketball career. Right choice going to UConn, won a natty. Then you're going to go play with the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich and Victor Wembanyama. I mean, man.
Yeah.
Checking in on a live poll here. So
There are top 2 guys are the 2 guys in the chat.
yeah, I love it.
Poll.
Yeah, you guys are going Connect and Cody Williams at 39 and 30%, and then Ron Holland at 21, and then De Silva at 9. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Ryan won the drunk. About a 3. About a 3. We're feeling fine. We're feeling fine. Watch Spurs get Clingan at 8 and become UConn South. Yeah. Could you imagine that? It's Spurs and Knicks in the championship. Like down the line, it's just the Knicks, or it's just Villanova versus UConn.
That would be pretty crazy.
Jay Billis says Stephon Castle could be a bigger Drew Holiday. Don't hate that comp.
Don't hate it, man. I think, like, Stephon Castle, think about it this way, right? And he's not going to be this player. I'm not going to even try to put this on him. But if Stephon Castle, right, they took a guy out of San Diego State, Spurs did.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, defensive guy, really locked down, didn't have really a shot. They developed him, they took time with him, he turned into one of the best players in the NBA. If there's anybody, like, and if you look at Stephon Castle's profile, like, obviously the big highlight is the lack of his offensive game.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can guard, essentially, I'd say damn near 1 through 4.
1 through 4. Yeah, he's got the physicality to hang with 4s, especially modern day 4s.
But very spotty shooter and everything, like, that can be developed over time. And I trust the Spurs coaching staff to develop that almost as much as any. What do we got?
Wow, a shocking pick here.
Oh, wow.
A shocking pick. Didn't mean to cut you off, Colin.
No, you're good, man. Who we got?
Ron Holland.
Oh!
Ron Holland was just the 5th pick. Great news for the Bulls.
Oh,
this
man.
is great news for the Bulls.
Wow.
Wow. Ron Holland. The pick at 5.
Ho, ho, ho.
The Pistons are going to be the Pistons. I said the Bulls are the worst ran team in the league. It might just be that team up north. Detroit. Well, we're looking good, Ryan. We're looking good. We're looking good. Let's go.
Insane, man.
Wow, that's big for the Bulls. So now you think about just who's left. So it's pick 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 picks before the Bulls, right? 5 picks before the Bulls. You still got Connect, Williams, Clingan.
So we've got, here, I'll read off.
You got 3 that we love.
Yeah.
Matas, 4.
Yeah. The numbers are looking good in the Bulls.
We're looking good. It's only, imagine those 4 are the next 4 picks right now, but wow, Pistons drafting Ron Holland. All right.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to, whoo-wee, man.
You just want to go, who do you want the Bulls to draft here?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'll get a new poll going.
Here, let's pull up the big
board. Yeah,
board.
love this. Yeah, good call.
Let's pull up the big board. So here's the best available according to our NBA draft analyst, Nick Roloff. Going with Nikola Topic. Again, don't think he's going to be a target for the Bulls, but I would expect him to go really before, at the latest, at pick 8. I just don't think he passes by San Antonio. Matas Buzelis, how far can he fall? Dalton Connect, Donovan Clingan, Jared McCain, Devin Carter, Cody Williams, Rob Dillingham. And then as we go into the next group here, Khalil Ware, Tristan Da Silva, Isaiah Collier, Carlton Carrington, Kyle Filipowski, Jacoby Walter, Tajon Salon, and Johnny Furphy.
Wow.
A lot of good names still on the board here for the Chicago Bulls. Man, Siebes, a shocker.
A shocker right there, Colin.
Woo!
Would love Buzelis. Now we're the Bulls. Are you thinking you trading up for Buzelis right here? We heard that report. Arturis, Lithuanian.
Yep.
Buzelis, Lithuanian. Big fan of him. We know that.
Yeah.
Wow, the Pistons. Ron freaking Holland. They were taking their time on that pick, too, Colin.
They really were. And Ron Holland, listen, he had a lot of high praise before the season. He was rated as one of the top prospects. Originally committed, I believe, to Texas before ultimately deciding to go to the G League.
Oh, my God. There is a team working up to draft Donovan Clingan. We have gotten reports that the Bulls are interested in Clingan.
Oh, man.
Could this be the Bulls?
Are they potentially trading up?
Oh, another team working up to move and secure. I'm going to call it right now. I think it's your Thunder.
Yeah?
I think the Thunder are going to trade up to pick 7 and draft Donovan Clingan. Breaking news here. A team is moving up for Clingan. Could it be the Chicago Bulls? I got chills right now.
Oh, my God. Charlotte. There's a trade. Charlotte is trading back to number 9 with the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are moving up.
So they're going to go get Clingan now.
Oh.
Wow.
Donovan Clingan, you are a Memphis Grizzly potentially. I don't want to put that out there yet, but it sounds like based on all the reports. Oh, my goodness.
Holy cow.
As we are waiting for that trade to come through here. Man, oh, man.
Where are you seeing that?
I got it from Jake Fisher, first source. So
Jake Fisher is breaking news. Oh,
my God.
Sources tell ESPN Portland.
Oh, now he freaking retracted. He said, apologies, Charlotte is working on a trade back to number 9.
Okay, only 2 years remaining on DeAndre Ayton's contract. Robert Williams hasn't stayed healthy. So I wonder if this could be Portland maybe. Well, wow, this is interesting.
Wow.
So
Fisher came out and said the Grizzlies have been long wanting Donovan Clingan, and Memphis appears to be closing in on a move for the UConn center. Portland has wanted Clingan as well, holding on to number 7.
Wow.
Okay. So that's new.
Wait, now NBA Central.
Got a lot of conflicting reports.
Conflicting reports here. We'll break it down, but it is looking like the Memphis Grizzlies are trying to trade up for Donovan Clingan. Could I say the best defensive front court we have seen in recent NBA memory, if that is the case, Colin?
That is an absolutely treacherous defensive front court.
Wow.
My goodness, man. They get their guy. And again, Jaren Jackson, in my opinion, he's perfect at the 4 spot.
Perfect.
He's one of the best defensive players in the league, excuse me.
And then you still got Marcus Smart in the backcourt. Like, this is what I'm talking about with the freaking Western Conference. Like, all these teams are just trying to get in there, make these moves.
Man, oh man.
Oh my God. Is it we haven't heard any big J's tweet this out yet.
Nothing yet, but a lot
Nothing yet. So we go from this shocker. Ron Howard going 5 to now the Grizzlies and Hornets are working out a deal behind the scenes. Oh, my
apparently
goodness.
getting leaked.
Getting leaked. Wow, I just want to say thank you guys, everybody tuning in. Almost 400 people watching. Clap it up for yourselves in the chat.
Salute, salute.
Clap it up for yourselves in the chat. Appreciate all you guys, man. Craziness right now. Breaking. We'll see what goes down here. Still no reports. I'm literally refreshing Twitter every 2 seconds right now.
We're trying to keep you updated. But make sure, if you haven't already, hit that sub button. We are going to be breaking coverage. Everything Chicago Bulls. This is your number 1 source right here. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that red button. Oh, man. This is freaking crazy, man.
This is insane right now.
Holy. Again, we're just waiting to confirm any potential reports here. But it sounds like the Memphis Grizzlies are trying to jump from number 9 all the way up to number 6 to potentially draft UConn center Donovan Clingan.
Wow.
First reported by Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports.
This is, oh man, if Fisher gets this wrong.
This would be an all-time moment.
Oh, wow. What if the Bulls swoop in right now with Charlotte?
That would be nice.
What if the Bulls swoop in right now and go get Clingan?
Man. Yeah.
Wow. This is incredible. So, okay. All right. So we were getting reports that the Grizzlies were moving up to 6 to draft Donovan Clingan. And then Jake Fisher retracted it. Classic Jake Fish. But man,
Unbelievable, man.
this would be something.
Yeah, the Happy Hermit, my thoughts exactly. But hey,
This
had to
would be.
report it, man. We had to. I mean, he's a guy that has very little credibility, but he does have credibility.
Yeah, I mean, it could still happen. Like, it could still happen, but
It's one of those things, man.
I mean, this would be incredible out of Fisher.
It would be.
He just tweeted it out. Like, oh,
Yeah, no big deal.
yeah, no big deal. I'll just throw this out there. Why not? Should I tweet out right now the Bulls are trading up for Clingan?
Might as well.
Might as well.
Keep up with the theme of the night.
Wow, okay, so no trade.
No trade.
No trade, and it's not Donovan Clingan, and this is another great pick for the Chicago Bulls.
Who is it?
Cohen, I'm going to pronounce his name so wrong.
Yep.
I'm going to pronounce his name so wrong. I was practicing all day, and I still can't give it. Tijuan Saloon.
Oh, so, whoa.
This is a reach, right? I mean,
that is a major reach.
Wow.
What the heck? He wasn't even predicted to go lottery on some teams' boards.
This is insane.
Saloon.
Out of France, the 6th pick. So Clingan is still on the board. I'm assuming he goes here to Portland.
Here we go.
Wow, so Portland.
Jake Fisher, all-time fraud.
Clingan will make it
fraud.
to the Blazers at number 7. So is Woj saying? Woj might have just said the Blazers are taking Clingan. So, wait, so they just traded. So they just got pick 14 also. Mm-hmm. Or no, they gave away pick 14 to the Wizards.
Yes.
So they're about to get Denny Advia and Donovan Clingan. I don't hate that for Portland, actually. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Don't hate it. Got a lot of guys under 25 on that roster.
Okay, so let's just keep this in mind here. So let's just assume he goes there. Let's just assume the Trailblazers take Clingan. I know Clingan's the pipe dream for the Bulls. It's just not going to happen. So then you got pick 9 and 10, and you just hope it's not Cody Williams, or 8, 9, and 10. You just hope Buzelis,
Yep.
Cody Williams,
Yep.
Connect.
Yep.
Like, you just hope it's not those 3 back to back to back, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Wow. Alrighty. So Jake Fisher was reporting the Grizzlies were trying to trade up to pick number 6. Got that completely wrong. Yeah. Wow. But the Trailblazers are on the clock. I'm assuming they're going Donovan Clingan. We do have DeAndre Ayton. I'm not sure if that, matters too much to him. Yeah, we'll see, man. We will see.
We will see. There. Man, oh man.
Wow, that's incredible.
So here's the thing,
incredible.
I think we can hit this goal before the Bulls pick. What do you think?
I think we can.
250 likes. Oh,
I think we can. This would be great.
Hit that like button. Let's reach 250 likes before the Bulls pick.
Let's do it. We're at 216 right now. If we could get to 250, that would be great. But Saloon, a pick. I would say 2 shockers here at pick 5 and 6. And, I would say this was expected out of a draft like this where you can kind of lump all these prospects. There's really not that big of a difference between who went 5 and who goes 15 in this draft. You're just, it's gambling right now. You're, weighing all your options and, I guess they just decided to, to bet on those guys. But Steve trying the
2 back-to-back, just absolute shockers, man.
Shockers. What a Charlotte. Charlotte's they're such an interesting team, man. Steve saying Bulls going to take LeBron's son. I know I say can't take Bronny. Don't make me do can't say LeBron too. Don't make me do it. Ryan, Holland could be a legendary bust for the Pistons. Oh my God, this could go down as one of the biggest draft busts of all time.
There we go. Hit our like goal there. Didn't even need to make a like.
Oh, wow.
Let's freaking go.
Appreciate it, guys. 250 likes. Shout out to you guys. Please let Chicago get Buzelis or Clingan. Could you see the Bulls trading up here? They had talks that they like Buzelis and Clingan. There was talks about them trading up for both of them.
I think if you're the Bulls right now, you're kind of, at least from our perspective, the board's kind of falling how you want it to.
Yes, 100%.
So, do you need to make a move? No. I think, a lot
unless it's like a situation where you're like, I'm all in on Clingan. He was number 1 on our board.
Right.
He's fallen. Let's just go get him. Man.
That's freaking crazy, man.
Craziness.
Whew.
Stop being so extra. Dude, come on.
It's the NBA draft,
It's
man.
the draft. Don't be such a negative Nancy 300 IQ plug.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, so no reports on what the Trailblazers are doing just yet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's Clingan, right?
I think so. Oh, yeah, Shams Charania. Portland is selecting Donovan Clingan at number 7.
Donovan Clingan, number 7. There we go. Yep. Great pick for Portland. San Antonio's probably fuming. Now does San Antonio. Now this is interesting for him, Colin.
Yep.
Do they go Buzelis, where it's like the more developmental guy, no doubt about it, more raw athlete, or do they go the Dalton Connect, older, 23 years old, more polished player at this point in his career? Do they go that direction? This is going to be a very interesting pick, but great pick right there by Portland.
Great job.
Clap it up for them. I think it was fantastic.
So it's interesting, too, because now drafting Donovan Clingan, you just obviously acquired recently DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Now you have this, really your centers locked in for the foreseeable future.
Definitely.
You've got Scoot Henderson. You've got Anthony Simons.
Yep.
You've got a lot of young talent.
You got a lot of young. You still got Jeremy Grant on that team. Like, I'm assuming he's getting dealt. Maybe that's what they were thinking. We're like, we're gonna get younger with Denny Advia, and then we go. We trade Jeremy Grant, and you get draft picks that way.
Yeah.
Spurs
I can see
go.
it,
Yeah, is Topic going right now?
I feel like Topic.
You think it's Topic?
I think it's Topic. I think it's Topic or Buzelis are probably my lead two for.
See, I'm going Connect. I think.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be Connect. I think it's either of those three. I think we nailed the three that they could go.
I really think it could be Topic.
Oh, I'd be devastated if they go Cody Williams. I would be devastated. I think that would be a little too high. Yeah, Ryan, I'm with you. I think they're going connector. I doubt Cody, but
we'll see, man. Oh,
Clingan is devastated going to Portland. Look at him. He is like, damn. Poor Donovan Clingan. He gets to see his teammate, Stephon Castle, go to San Antonio Spurs. And then he's sitting there sending to man, oh man. We are going to do the reveal thing for pick 11.
So you're going to turn around and
I won't turn around. How about?
Do you want me to announce the pick? You want me to be like, and with the 11th pick?
Yeah. And then if you could turn just turn this into program.
Okay.
Like on the multi-screen.
Let's see if I can do that real quick.
Yeah. And then just like push it across, and then I'll react to it whenever you get it.
That works.
And whenever the graphics up. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, Donovan Clingan, the pick at 7 for the Portland Trailblazers, the big from the UConn Huskies. I thought there was a chance he was going to go back to school, go for the three-peat as he was on both of the teams, but I think he made the right choice. He's heading to Portland, top 10 pick, going to get paid real nice. So, this is an interesting pick for San Antonio.
Yeah, Memphis Grizzlies were unable to trade up with Charlotte at pick number 6.
They're probably devastated.
They are.
See, if the reports were true on the Bulls liking Buzelis, maybe they look at Memphis at pick 9. Maybe they look at Memphis at pick 9. We'll see. Yeah. Giddey, Kobe, Buzelis is a great young core. I'm with you. I would love it. Donovan Clingan's favorite hobby, fun fact, fishing. The big fella. Could you imagine 7'2" Donovan Clingan sitting on the end of the pier fishing? Best case scenario, Topic goes here 100%, right?
I think, yeah.
If you're the Bulls.
I think if you're Topic, man.
Oh, you're probably hoping you go here.
To San Antonio or something? Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
We'll see. This is such a big pick. If Dalton Connect or Cody Williams don't go here, I think you could guarantee yourself getting one of those two at pick 11. Man, but you guys let me know. Who do you guys want the Bulls to draft? We're a couple picks away. Charger Nason saying the Bulls take the Purdue center. I hope not. Who's your top draft target for the Bulls as it stands right now?
Man, oh man.
I'm still going Cody Williams. We just got to escape a couple more picks here, and I think we're good. I thought there was a chance the Pistons were going to take him. I saw a couple mock drafts that had him going to Detroit, so that was good to see. I can't get over the Ron Holland pick at pick 5. That was still the biggest shocker. Saloon going 6 to the Hornets. That was a shocker. Yeah. Big Diesel saying Bulls should go Terrence Shannon Jr. I hope not, man. Chicago kid, played his college hoops with the Fighting Illini. I just, I just think the Bulls, for two reasons. You already got a lot of guards, and he's, on the older side of draft prospects. So, but appreciate you guys. We got over 450 people with us right now. That's awesome. So really appreciate all the support here on the channel. Just great stuff out of you guys. So thank you. As always, we're closing in on the Bulls pick.
How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I love the way the board has fell so far for the Bulls. You got a lot of opportunity. You got a lot of guys you could take. Like even like a Devin Carter. I wouldn't hate that pick as much as I did a couple weeks ago before the Caruso trade. Yeah. Zaccharie, Tristan Da Silva, Bulls could go a ton of different directions here.
They really could.
Ton of different directions.
They really could, man. Hoo-wee. That's freaking nuts, man.
Crazy.
As we are eagerly refreshing our pages here, trying to get the update on who is going to be the pick at number 8 for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, Grizzlies were unable to trade up with Charlotte for pick number 6.
I'm very curious to see what they offer.
Yeah, how much does it take to move up from 9 to 6?
You would think at least, because, now
a protected future first, maybe?
Probably. Think about, different circumstances, but the Mavs paid a first for moving from 5 to, 3 for Luka? Or was it 2?
Oh, yeah. I think it was 5.
Yeah, it was 5 to, I think it was 5 to 3. So
5
that
to 3.
was 2 spots.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 6. I'm assuming you had to give up.
Decent amount of draft capital.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cam saying you guys are doing great at broadcasting this. Well done. Enjoy the energy. Thank you so much, Cam. Appreciate the kind words, my friend. Graham saying stay away from Dalton, San Antonio. I'm hoping. Imagine we just get blockbuster right now. Bulls send Zach LaVine in pick 11 to San Antonio for Keldon Johnson in pick 8. Gimme. Gimme. I would love that. I would absolutely love it. TSJ will be a star as well as Devin Carter. I don't think either of those guys have star written on their name, but I think Devin Carter could be one of the better role players in the NBA. As the Spurs, they're showing the war room right now.
They're looking around.
This just feels trade right here. Pop's looking around right now like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
They're looking at somebody. This dude's going like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They're on the phone. Is AK calling San Antonio trying to ship LaVine there? That's been my bold prediction all offseason.
You talked about this pick, too, specifically. Number 8 overall.
Pick is in. Pick is in.
Let's see. See if we got the info.
They going, I'm calling either Buzelis or Dalton Connect here, or Topic.
Yeah.
I think those are the 3. Could be one of those things where they were like, I think Dillingham. I remember people were mocking Dillingham going number 1 to San Antonio for a little bit during the college basketball season.
San Antonio is selecting Rob Dillingham at number 8.
Rob Dillingham, great pick for the Bulls. That is a massive pick. It is Rob Dillingham. Wow. San Antonio Spurs go Rob Dillingham. The Bulls are going to get a good pick.
They have to.
Dave, Colin.
They need to.
If they mess this up. So you got 2 more picks.
2 more picks till the Bulls pick. So they potentially will have either Buzelis,
Connect, or Williams. We're good. I think.
I hope so.
We're good, I think. That's
so.
a caveat here.
I hope
Buzelis is alive. I can't see Memphis taking him. With Bane, maybe they could. Maybe Memphis could take Buzelis. I would love it. Chicago kid. He actually went to Hinsdale Central. If you guys know, that's a crazy pick.
That is the least Spurs pick that I can remember.
That's a great call. That is the least San Antonio Spurs pick. You know what's so funny? I didn't like Dillingham coming in this draft. I love him now that the Spurs took him. I would default to the smart minds in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Wow. Please, Buzelis. We need Buzelis.
Hold on.
AK, please don't mess this up. Ha. Yeah. I'm getting a little giggity right now.
Here, let's look at the big board here.
Yeah. We'll look at the big board. See, could the Jazz? Who is the Jazz point guard?
Is it? It's not Sexton, is it still?
It is. He's still. They need to take Topic.
They do.
The Jazz need to take Topic. If the Bulls take Topic, we might shut the stream down. Like, I'm serious. We might shut the stream down.
All right, let's just run through, again, the top 16 guys.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Minnesota has traded for the 8th pick in Rob Dillingham.
So the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are trading for Rob Dillingham.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Whoa.
Wow. So they were on the phone with somebody.
Yep. So
they
that's
were
what it
on the
was.
phone.
Basically saying, hey, we'll take him, and oh, my God, man.
So now Rob Dillingham to the Timberwolves.
All right.
What did they give up?
We're about to find out here shortly.
The Minnesota... Dude, you know who broke this?
Woj did.
Woj broke it.
Yep.
So Minnesota... Holy cow.
So we'll update this here in just a second.
Yeah, give us a sec.
Wow.
Spurs legend, Rob Dillingham, for about 30 seconds there. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know if I love that for Minnesota.
That's who you're going all in on, because this is what it is.
This is
you are the Timberwolves saying, listen, we lost the Dallas Mavericks.
Lost the Mavs, yeah.
This is the piece that we think is going to help put us over the top.
Wow.
Rob Dillingham.
Rob Dillingham.
Wow.
I mean, maybe they're thinking, since we got to pay Ant, we got to pay Cat, get somebody on a rookie deal. Like, holy cow, guys.
I'm dumbfounded.
I'm assuming the Spurs got a haul.
According to Woj, Memphis is planning on taking Zach Edey at number 9. According to Woj. What is going on?
What is going on?
What is going on?
What is going on?
Adrian Wojnarowski. Memphis is
Zach Edey is going 9.
Number 9. Sources tell ESPN.
Buzelis, we need just one more pick. We need Buzelis to fall for one more pick.
You're getting one of them. You're getting Buzelis.
We're getting Buzelis, Connect to Cody Williams.
Oh, baby. Shams confirmed
and
it
you
too.
And you know what this is good? The Bulls can't take Zach Edey because I know they were thinking about it. Wow. Grizzlies take Zach Edey after Rob Dillingham. This might be the craziest 6-pick run I remember in NBA draft history.
This is absolutely nuts.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm getting the trade details here.
We'll throw them up on screen here in a second.
The Timberwolves are trading a 2031 unprotected first and a protected 2030 pick swap to the Spurs for Rob Dillingham. So the Spurs thinking a little long-term game here.
That's got to be past Popovich's prime.
That's interesting.
Okay, so Zach Edey going to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, the 2030 swap is top 1 protected.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Rob Dillingham to the Timberwolves. Zach Edey to the Grizzlies. So their starting lineup is going to be Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, and Zach Edey.
Wow.
That's insane.
Unable to get Donovan Clingan, they go get their next center, I presume on their big board. And they just go draft Zach Edey.
Hey, I'm assuming they were just like, we're taking a center no matter what. We couldn't get Clingan. Okay, so, all right. Okay. Everybody relax. I'm not freaking out. You guys are freaking out.
Holy
wow.
crap, man.
So, yeah, Spurs, that's a good point, Ryan. I think, best case scenario here, and I think it's going to happen. Topic goes to the Jazz right now.
I think that's a very real possibility.
That's you got, Jazz, they like that brand of player. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Jazz like the players like Topic and Connect. You guys know what I'm saying.
They fit the culture.
Fit the culture.
Oh,
be boys with Lauri Markkanen. Bulls are in a great position right now, guys. Bulls are in a great position.
And again, Bobby Marks coming in with this. Minnesota did not even have to give up their 2024 first.
So they still have their first for this year.
Yeah.
Wow. Minnesota.
Well, okay, so it was because they didn't trade it. It was just the 2031 and
so
2030 swap.
This is a great move by the Spurs, I must say. Like, if
Yeah.
you didn't love anybody at 8, you already got Castle. Like, might as well hope that the Timberwolves down the line, like, those picks are somehow in,
Yeah.
the 17, the 24 range or something. Like,
Minnesota still holds number 27 and 37 tonight.
do they really? Jesus.
So Minnesota's not done.
Man. Maybe Jazz take Buzelis. I hope not, guys. We got to hope they go Topic here. But
I'm not gonna lie. If the Bulls have between Buzelis, Connect, and Williams,
if
that is
they
the
don't
dream.
pick, if they don't pick either of those guys, we're signing off. I'm terrified right now.
Devin Carter.
Devin Carter would be a disaster if those guys were on the board. If they're on the board, it would be a disaster.
It would have to be, man.
Or Kalel Ware, like if they go him over Buzelis or Williams. Oh,
What a
this is great for the Bulls. This has worked out perfectly. This is fantastic.
I'm
Zaccharie at 9 though is like that's insane.
I'm still like my stomach is just like what the actual F is going on.
Like
right
the
now.
Minnesota Timberwolves, like we didn't hear anything about that. Wow. But over 530 people watching. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. If you guys could hit that subscribe button. If you guys haven't already, we're going to be reacting live to the Bulls pick at number 11. Once the Jazz pick comes in, I'm going to turn my phone over. I'm going to put the chat away.
Yeah.
And once you get the graphic updated, have that be the way I find out.
Okay.
So once the graphic's updated, push it across. I'll see it, kind of give me like, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, let's do it.
All right, we got you. Oh man,
The Jazz just took Cody Williams.
did they actually?
The Jazz just took Cody Williams a
are.
pick before the Bulls.
They did.
The Jazz just took Cody Williams.
Again, it could be worse. Okay, you still have two great options. Dalton Connect.
Oh, I'm
we
turning
talked
my
about.
phone over.
Holy.
Connect
man.
or Buzelis? It is Buzelis. I am more than confident it is Buzelis. The Lithuanian connection between Arturis and Matas.
Holy man.
It's going to be Buzelis or
Zaccharie.
if they take Devin Carter or Jaren McCain or Nikola frickin' Topic, I'm going to lose my mind.
All right, so here's the
Matas,
official updated.
there it is.
The Chicago Bulls are on the clock.
I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not going to be seeing anything you guys say. I'm not looking at the
man.
chat. All right, Colin. We're going to be reacting live here. We're going to be reacting live.
I really hope my tweet deck, because it's been lagging a little bit tonight, but
Here we go.
man.
Gotta turn Slack off. I'm not going to be looking at anything.
Nothing.
You just want to just go me, cam right for the short. This is where it's easier to crop here.
Do you want to just use straight up like the?
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd
gotcha.
be great. Thank you. Shout out to Colin. But here we go. Bulls are on the clock. Let me know. Who do you want the Bulls to draft? I'm going Buzelis here. I'm hoping it's the pick. I would absolutely love this. But I really like this move for the Utah Jazz going Cody Williams. If they take Nikola Topic here, I mean,
Yeah.
it would just be a disaster for Chicago. It would just be a disaster. Pick is being announced on the TV right now.
Yep, you can't see anything I'm doing, sweet.
Yep.
Oh,
We're all
man.
good. We're all good. Live reacting here to the Bulls taking pick 11.
Yeah.
Cody Williams goes to the Utah Jazz. Love the move for Utah.
I think that's a really underrated move for Utah.
Very Danny Ainge pick right there. Developmental guy. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. That's
Okay.
necessarily who he's thinking.
Interesting note here. The Sacramento Kings have shown interest in Kyle Kuzma and Cam Johnson.
Sacramento Kings have.
Yeah.
Really?
So not a move.
Okay. That's interesting. Bulls are on the clock here. I have no idea what's going on in the stream. I got everything blocked off. I'm just reacting live time here with you guys on the screen. But Bulls are on the clock. Matas is still there.
You want to do
This hopefully is the pick.
a little L3 or big L3, would you say?
We'll do big L3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, hopefully Matas is the pick.
Cool.
We'll see here, fellas. We'll see. Pick 11.
Oh,
The first round pick for the 2024 draft for the Chicago Bulls. Who will it be?
who will it be?
Hoping it's Matas. If it's like Jared McCain or Topic or Devin Carter, I'm going to be pretty upset. Not going to overreact to any of these picks, really.
So your order is Buzelis,
Connect.
everybody else.
Buzelis Connect. If it's not one of those two, I'm pretty upset. Or Kalel Ware. I'll throw Ware in there. I wouldn't be like it's a disaster if we get Ware.
Okay.
I think it's Matas. If Arturas passes on his Lithuanian friend in Buzelis here, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. We'll see.
Okay, man. Freaking tweet that. Come on, man.
Pick is in. Cody Williams to the Utah Jazz at pick 10. What will the Chicago Bulls do at pick 11? Be reacting to this in live time. Not hearing any reports. I'm just going to have the graphic pop up on screen, and you guys will get my initial reaction to the pick of hopefully Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
let's keep it on
okay,
player
the pick
03.
is in.
All right, pick is in.
The pick is in.
Here we go. Who is it?
Who is my
it?
God.
Oh, please be Buzelis. This would be an
God.
all-time move for the Bulls.
As soon as the graphic loads in, I'm going to give you the countdown.
All righty. Here we go. I'm going to react in live time. Hold on. I got to do it for the show real quick. I'm guessing. Hold on.
Don't say anything,
Here we go. I have no idea, Petey. I have no idea.
Oh, my God.
Pick 11 for the Chicago Bulls.
You get to load in. Come on, man.
I wanted two guys here. Buzelis or Dalton Connect.
Are you ready?
If either of those guys were good. I'm ready, Colin. Let's see it.
And with the 11th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select
Matas Buzelis from the G League Ignite is the pick for the Chicago Bulls. An absolute shocker here on draft night. I did not see him falling this far in the 2024 NBA Draft. I had three guys on the top of my big board as the draft was progressing. I wanted Cody Williams, Buzelis, or Dalton Connect. And it looks like that Lithuanian connection between Arturas and Buzelis remained strong as they took the wing actually from Chicago, went to Hinsdale Central in Illinois, and that is the pick for the Chicago Bulls. Matas Buzelis from the G League Ignite. Clap it up. I think that's a great move for Chicago as, wow, cannot believe that was the choice. I can't believe he fell that far in the draft, but what a move for the Bulls. Great pick, man. Great pick. Great pick. I absolutely love that. The wing from the G League Ignite. Super long, very athletic. Didn't hit the three-point jumper as well as I would have liked this past season with the G League Ignite, but he's got a good jump shot. Same release point every time at the top of his release. So I think it's going to work out. But, wow, man. Wow, Matas Buzelis, the pick for the Chicago Bulls. Hometown kid. Incredible. Colin, I cannot believe that, my friend. I cannot. Grade for this? I'll go A-. Actually, I'll go A. Screw it. Let's be optimistic. I love that pick. We got lucky. We got lucky the way the board was shaping out. Man. Yeah. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, let's do it. What's going on? All right, let me start that over. Whoops. What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, breaking down the number 11 pick for the Chicago Bulls in the 2024 NBA Draft, as it is Matas Buzelis, actually from Chicago, Illinois. Played his high school hoops at Hinsdale Central, and then he decided not to go play college hoops, and he took his talents to the G League Ignite. And what a shocker of an NBA draft this has been so far. As watching the draft play out live here, we saw him, Cody Williams, Dalton Connect just continue the fall, and I was okay with either of those three being the pick for the Chicago Bulls. But, a little more on him. He is one of the most versatile defenders in this class with length to take on even centers. He is, 6'8", 6'9", 197 pounds. He does have a super slim frame, so he's going to need to fill that out. But I think just being in the league and just getting the weight training program that the Bulls have, he will be able to do so. But he is from Chicago, Illinois, so you keep him, in the state he grew up in. And, I really like this pick. I think it's a great move for the Bulls. I think this guy has a ton of upside, and you know what? The Bulls front office didn't mess this up. You had two good choices in Connect and Buzelis, and I think this is an indication of where the Bulls are heading. I think the youth movement is here in Chicago. I think you had the choice of Connect and Buzelis. Connect being the older, more ready to play prospect, and they decided to go on the chance. They decided to go on the guy with the most boomer bust potential here, and it's Matas Buzelis. Says, the more as I watched on this guy throughout my pre-draft process, the more I fell in love with him. And I think this is a great pick for Chicago. You needed another wing on the outside, and it just kind of this youth movement of now you got Giddey, Ayo, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, Matas. It's just the next move right now is obviously going to be trading LaVine. Hopefully you sign and trade DeRozan. Maybe you move off Vooch, but man, the fact that Buzelis was able to fall to you all the way to pick 11. I mean, we were getting reports that the Bulls were planning on trading up for him. They didn't even need to do so. They were able to get him at pick 11. I just think it was a great move for Chicago. But more on him coming up in just a second. But I want you guys to grade the pick for me down below in the comment section. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. You know what? I think this is a great move. If I had to give a grade, I'd give it an A. Obviously you're not going to get a home run pick at pick 11 by any means. Like, it's not, I'm not saying Buzelis is going to be the needle mover that fixes this Bulls franchise. But right now, you got a guy who's got tons of potential. And that's the word with Buzelis, is potential. And, taking a look at his numbers from the G League Ignite, this past season, was able to put up 14 points a game, averaged 7 rebounds, 2.1 blocks a game, which is fantastic. And he was able to shoot the ball. Wasn't the most efficient at only 44.5%. But you know what? I'll tell you what. He shot the ball at, I think it was like 27% from downtown this past season. But I like his jump shot. He's got a really solid release point. As they're showing him being drafted by the Bulls right now on live TV, he's got tears in his eyes. I mean, he was a Bulls fan growing up. So, I absolutely love the move. Super great at, attacking closeouts. He was a 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year as well in high school. So I think he's a big-time player. And actually, Kevin O'Connor wrote this up about him, saying he's a versatile offensive player who can be used in any scheme because of his high feel as a passer. Boost upside as a shooter. He's fluid dribbling into a step back from both the mid-range and 3, and he loves utilizing shimmies and ball fakes to create space from the mid-range. And when I'm watching his game, I was looking into his tape this past season, the thing I love about him the most is he plays at his own pace. He's super under control, and especially when you're watching a lot of these G League Ignite players, it is an AAU brand of basketball where it's this up and down pace, and it may be hard to control the pace, but Matas has shown an ability to do so. And I also love his versatility. I think he can play multiple positions, and his jump shot, the thing I love also the most, he's got the super high release point at the top of his jumper. It's the same flick of the wrist every single time. So even though he wasn't a efficient shooter this past season, I think he's going to be able to develop that. And if he can do that, I think we'll be looking at one of the best players in this year's draft. And we talked about this draft as a whole. Heading into it, we were saying there's no real star in this draft. Well, I think Matas has a chance to be an all-star. And, he's got that type of upside. He's got that type of athleticism. And plus, I just love the fact that he is playing for his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls. But if you guys want more around the Bulls this offseason, as, I'm assuming a Zach LaVine trade or a Nikola Vucevic trade is going to come here in the coming days. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Help us reach 7,500 subs. I would really appreciate it. As they're showing Buzelis, he's got tears in his eyes, watching the Bulls make the pick, and that's just stuff you love to see. Clearly he has, he was a Bulls fan growing up. Now he's gonna be able to play for his whole hometown team. What position will he play? He's gonna be, probably a forward, like that 3-4. So I think that fits, one of the team needs. The Bulls needed to get younger, and they needed they needed more athletic wings, and that's what he is. And, they keep showing him tearing up during his interview right now, and I'm getting chills just watching it. He can barely talk. He was just saying thanks to the Bulls organization, and, I think that was just a fantastic move. I'm getting chills just watching him right now. But, the Bulls, they've been struggling the past couple of years, have not made it past the first round of the playoffs since 2014-15. So, it's been a while since they've been at, the top of the mountain. But hopefully with this pick, right here, it helps them just inch their way closer to, getting to, that, hopefully getting to the second round or the Eastern Conference, finals. And, overall, just wrapping up my thoughts here on Matas, like, he was a guy, I think I have a scouting report in there, maybe it was 5. His pro comp I had for him was Franz Wagner, and that's like it's a ceiling comparison, but I think he could, somehow get there. More on him. We'll hit up the ringer real quick. He's got a little Lamar Odom, but he's a connective playmaker. He's got really good size, shooting, and the ability to play anywhere on the floor. Some of the positives about him, he's a versatile offensive player, can be used in any scheme. He's got super soft touch, and, he's a savvy player who can move, super well without the ball. He plays within the, the offense a lot. Like, watching a lot of these G League players, like a lot of them is just, trying to get theirs. Buzelis was on the other side of it. Like, he was just playing within the team. And, some of the, pros about him, like his athleticism, you go throw on his tape, it's him dunking on people, super, super freak athlete, long wing, plays at his own pace, which we kind of touched on, which I absolutely love. Some of the minuses of him, though, who is he really as a shooter? Because he was a streaky shooter until his final year of high school, but then his final year of high school, he actually hit 43.1% of his threes. And he's a little loose with his handle, caused him to, have a negative assist-to-turnover ratio just because he got stripped a lot, especially on his dribble moves. So, even if he's not a primary playmaker who runs a heavy dose of pick and rolls, he needs to improve his handle, no doubt about it, if he wants to truly, reach his max potential as a player. But he's a subpar defender containing dribble penetration. He gets beat off the dribble a lot. And he isn't that switchable against quicker players, and he's got a hard time fighting through screens, which I think can speak to his slim frame. But, if you give him a couple years, you let him develop, I think this could be a pick where we're looking back on it and we're like, man, that is really, that's a really good move for the Chicago Bulls. I just can't believe he fell to him at pick 11. Like, we saw the draft, start shaking out. Like, you had Castle go to the Spurs at 4. Then you had the shocker of the draft, in my opinion, and Ron Holland going to the Pistons at 5, Saloon to the Hornets at 6. And then, we were getting reports that, potentially the Grizzlies wanted to trade up to pick 6 and draft Donovan Clingan. That didn't end up working out. Clingan ended up going to pick 7 to the Portland Trailblazers. And then also a huge shocker, the Minnesota Timberwolves traded up to pick 8 to draft Rob Dillingham, as that was a move I did not have on my bingo card. But then another shocker, Zaccharie heading to the Memphis Grizzlies. And then, I was fine with Cody Williams, Matas, or Dalton Connect. And they obviously ended up choosing Buzelis. And I think that was I think it was the right pick for the Chicago Bulls. I think he was the steal of the draft, honestly, in my opinion. Like, he fell, we'll find out that reason, in the coming days. But, I think that was a great pick. And just seeing him tear up, shows to the passion he plays with, and it's awesome. He's gonna be playing for his hometown team. So I love the pick of Buzelis. But make sure you guys are subscribed here to the channel. Hit that sub button down below, youtube.com/Bulls Report. We'd really appreciate it if you guys could do so. Help us grow this channel here, and exciting times to be a Bulls fan, as I really do think the youth movement is finally coming here for the Chicago Bulls. So hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching today's show. All righty. Buzelis, Colin, what the hell, man? That's insane. That's insane. Incredible. Yeah, Minnesota is the shocker. Minnesota was the shocking pick here. Dude, Topic to your Thunder? You want to talk about that? So Colin is a big-time Thunder fan. I saw this come in midway through the cut. That's a shocking move there.
Sorry, I forgot to mute myself there. Josh Giddey replacement.
Yeah.
Right here. So they clearly like that style of player. Giddey, the reports came out that said that he not want to come off the bench. They obviously traded him to Chicago. He's going to get a lot of playing time there. And they go get, to Seeps, your point, a damn near Josh Giddey clone in Nikola Topic. So I am shocked. I'm not going to lie. If I was the Thunder, I thought they were going to go big man here.
Yeah.
Maybe Edey was their guy and he came off the board. I'm not sure. Or Clingan or whomever. But Nikola Topic, Oklahoma City Thunder. Wow.
Shocker, shocker, shocker.
I don't hate it. I really don't, but it is a shock. I think the value was too great there, and Sam Presti, he's done his homework and everything, but congratulations again to the Chicago Bulls. Matas Buzelis. When I saw that come in, Seeps,
Matas, man.
I was over the moon.
That's a great pick.
I remember doing the freaking video on Matas Buzelis with you, and you were just talking up and everything about him being a Chicago kid and everything and how he would fit. And now he's a Chicago Bull, man.
I did not think that was possible. I did not think him falling to 11 was even a scenario.
Right.
But
so
ended up being the pick.
Grade the pick. Time in the Buckeye says A. Nikata says A. Prod says D. Curious why you say D, Prods. Shy Sun says B.
You know what? I'll make this case. People are freaking out. I've already seen it. That they're mad that the Bulls didn't take Dalton Connect. I understand Connect coming off a great year of college hoops. He's the better basketball player right now than Buzelis. No doubt about it. Buzelis is younger.
Yep.
I love this pick. I would have rather have him than Connect. Man, that's great.
Man.
That's great. That's a great move.
Now,
I just can't believe it happened.
Now, did you tweet about the said move?
I did not.
You need to tweet that out, man.
I will. I'll get that. That's incredible, man.
Hometown kid. Oh, Steve's about to get that tweet out, and if you want to retweet it, give you some shout-outs on the show.
So who's falling right now?
So Connect's falling.
Connect's falling.
Let me look. We're going to pull up the big board here in just a second. But Connect, I know, is falling. De Silva's, this is about where you kind of expect him to go.
Yeah.
Trying to think. McCain, maybe you could say that.
Devin Carter just went to the Kings.
Okay.
I think I just got that, yeah.
Did.
I like that move for Sacramento.
I do too. Man, oh man. Excuse me.
Yeah. Whoa, just saying the Kings have had significant trade talks, but decided to stay at 13 and take Devin Carter.
A lot of A's coming in the chat, sourcing summer stuff. D. Lawson, Otto. Dan says C-. DP says A. Tommy says A. Mike says A. A+ from Gustavo. Warren says A. Mike says too much bust potential when it comes to Buzelis. This is the reason he's not a fan of the pick.
I mean, yeah. No doubt. He is the more boom or bust guy out of him and Connect, but I think the Bulls are in a situation right now. Let's do that. Like, you should be trying to find that boom or bust guy, so.
Go, man. Wow. Oh, man. Whew. Jeez, man. Freaking insane.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, wow.
Matas Buzelis.
Oh, man.
That's incredible, man. Would you look at that? How do you trade back up for Bronny right now?
What are you doing, man? It's like you're inciting it.
Oh. Yeah, now we're curious to see, so the Wizards do have this pick. This is originally going to Portland.
Yep.
Matas, man. If you would have told me before the draft who's one of your top choices, I would have said him. I just didn't think there was a chance. Matas Buzelis. Okay.
Wow.
Ah, shit. Whoops.
You good?
Yeah. I'd have said number 14 pick on my tweet.
Can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, what a move. What a move.
I think all things considered, the value you got, the player you got, I think overall you can't give any. The lowest I could possibly see because of his bust potential is like a B+, A-. But I thought that was a really good pick for Chicago.
Yeah, I loved it. He's got great value there. Oh, God, Devin Carter wearing some terrible shades right now.
It's not a great look.
Not a great look.
Man, oh man. Yeah. Want to go give Seeps a follow on Twitter? @PatSeeps. Man's been working on his Twitter game.
Trying to.
Oh, man. Eric, let's see. How tall? Matas 6'9".
6'9", yeah.
Yeah. So right in between. Wow.
What a move. Trying to see what everybody's saying online.
Whew. Yeah. He's going to have to show it, obviously. I mean, he was going to have to show it regardless if he's going to worth the pick. But I think he's a day one contributor, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Just to kind of do some read up here. I mean, Sieps did a really great job. Versatile defender, which we'd love to see in the NBA.
Yeah. That's also huge. You look at like where the league's going. Like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum's like, you love that.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Buzelis, baby.
Shout out, man.
Another player can't shoot. He shot 43% from three his senior year of high school. So, I mean, he's got a good jumper. He didn't shoot it at a high clip this past season with the G League Ignite, but he's got a good jump shot.
I agree.
So we got the Wizards on the clock here.
Also, shout out to the Bulls, man. The Bulls fans here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
We've got 331 concurrent viewers. See how many likes we got, Seeps?
How many?
321.
Look at the fellas.
Fellas coming
Love it.
clutch.
Let's go. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, man.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Ooh, Bub Carrington.
He's going to Washington?
Washington.
Okay.
So, taller guard, right?
Yep.
Really good with the ball in his hand. He's from Pitt, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Pitt, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Pitt.
Make sure that's the right guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Yeah.
I like Bub. Cool name,
Again,
too.
A little early.
A little early.
Yeah, out of Pittsburgh. He's just a shade under 6'4", about 6'8" wingspan, 13.8 points per game last year, shot 41% from the field, 32% from three, which isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But, man, oh, man, there's the pick. Carlton Carrington. Say that 3 times fast.
Carl Carrington. Carlton Carrington.
There we go. If you go onto our Chat Sports Twitter page, you will see...
Yeah, I'll put that link in the chat for you guys.
Uh-oh. Look who he tagged. Patrick Mahomes. Apparently you're Patty Mahomes, man, on the tweet. Mahomes? Mahomes? That's hilarious. It seems you are the GOAT, so that doesn't make sense. Ugh. You guys should have Patrick retweet a video. Company Twitter. Yeah. So we're gonna get that tweet up there.
Yeah, I'll put that link to the tweet in the chat. You guys can see my live reaction in there. Link in the chat. If also you guys give me a follow over there, we would appreciate it. But an awesome night so far. Great for the Bulls. Really is.
Below.
Yeah, Twitter down below, @Chat Sports. If you guys could give us a follow over there.
Okay, so it is updated now. So
Oh, my bad. You good. Shout out to James. Appreciate it.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
Put that link in the chat, my live reaction.
Oh, man. Great reaction, too. I'm going to retweet that tweet as well, man.
Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Let's go.
Clap it up for the Bulls. We didn't mess it up, Colin.
We didn't.
You know, I know Bulls fans, we love to be all negative because this front office is a joke. We didn't mess this one up.
Good stuff.
We got Kevin Warren coming in here with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, Kevin.
Can we look at the roster depth chart?
I can just kind of list it out for you. Here, right now, I'll just look this up. Make sure I got all these guys. You got the main guys. You got Kobe White, Ayo DeSumo. Right now you got Lonzo. Actually, ESPN already has it updated. That's pretty cool. I got Matas in there. Let's start from the top. Lonzo, Bidham, Matas, Javon Carter. They still got Torrey Craig in there, even though he declined his player option. DeMar DeRozan, Ayo, Drummond, even though he's going to be a free agent. Josh Giddey, Javonte Green, even though he's a free agent. Zach LaVine, Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, Vooch, Kobe White, and Patrick Williams. If I had to predict the starting lineup for next season, Kevin, I'd probably go Josh Giddey's going to run the 1, Kobe White to the 2. Honestly, I could see Buzelis and Patrick Williams starting at the 3 and 4. And then it's Vooch at the 5.
Yeah, so Vooch at the 5, Williams, Buzelis, and you said White and Giddey.
And then Ayo off the bench.
That's pretty – I like that.
And that's assuming you trade LaVine and DeRozan. That's a good young core, guys.
It really is.
See around the corners right now. See around the corners. Think about how much young talent the Bulls actually have now on this team. This offseason, picking up Buzelis and Josh Giddey, I think that's a great move for the Bulls, Colin.
I think so, too.
You get 2 young guys. You pair them up with Kobe White and Ayo. They're both young as well. Hopefully you bring back Patrick Williams, who's 22. So I love it.
I think it's great, man. I really do. I think the Bulls – we've been talking about them whenever we were doing that play-in game and everything. And we talked about, the direction of the franchise, right? And being able to have, a vision of, this is where we want to go. I think the Bulls are finally sitting here and saying, hey, again, we don't know what they're doing with LaVine. We don't know if DeRozan's coming back. All that stuff is true. But they have a young nucleus now.
Yeah. You know what? I think the Spurs trade, I could see them still trading for LaVine. They got more draft picks now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're giving up one of those Minnesota picks, but maybe they give up Keldon Johnson a couple salary fillers, and
I think LaVine gets traded before free agency starts.
I think he does too. I'm calling a Zach LaVine trade to the Spurs before free agency opens. So we got the Miami Heat on the clock. Curious to see what they're gonna take.
Yeah, Dalton Connect's still on the board here, outside the lottery.
Wow, yeah, Connect would be such a Heat pick. Even though
also Tristan Da Silva would be too.
Tristan Da Silva would be as well. I'm hoping Petey, the Lakers, get Connect for he can just do that. The Lakers video, that'd be sick.
Oh, man.
Man, oh, man.
Oh, man. Jeez. Freaking nuts, man. Durwood Jackson, in case you missed it, the Bulls did pick Matas Buzelis.
Yes, sir. You just actually want to keep that as the L3.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I got you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, calling too many young players. It's a good thing.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's a good thing.
I get at some point, yes, you want to cash in on that when you're in that position. The Bulls are not.
No,
plain and simple.
They're not.
And that's okay to be. Miami. Oh, well, I can't. It's fucking Jake Fisher. So I don't know if I want to trust this.
Who?
Well, so he announced the pick. Again, Jake Fisher, who was already proven wrong once tonight.
Okay.
At number 15, according to him, Miami's expected to select Jared McCain out of Duke.
Really? Okay. A very Miami Heat pick
now,
right there.
I'm waiting for an actual reliable source to come
Fisher's
through.
already 0 for 1 tonight after the scandal.
We'll see if he can come back.
Man, how much was the audience at during the pick? I didn't even have it.
It got up to well into the high 400, almost 500.
500 bet.
Yeah. It was up there.
Sweet.
I mean, we're up to 346 likes. I mean, that's freaking insane.
That's awesome. Shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, that's according to Jake Fisher. We'll see if that is confirmed. We'll see. As we get a super chat coming in.
Alex, Andre, shout out to you, man. Supporting the show. Appreciate it. As we're $2 away from 100, if somebody gets us to $100 total, I'll take a shot at Patron for you guys.
Oh, man,
we'll
I might join them.
Yeah,
it's
$2 more. If somebody can get us to a flat 100, I would really appreciate it. But Alex saying, my guy, no matter what, we stick with our Bulls. No matter what, no matter the downs, no matter the ups. But as Jake Fisher strikes again.
Oh, my God. He did it again. Khalil Ware, according to Shams. Yeah.
Jake Fisher.
Unbelievable. This is a generational choke job by Jake Fisher. Unbelievable. I actually like.
That's incredible out of Fisher.
That's
incredible out of Fisher.
Khalil Ware.
Khalil Ware going to the Miami Heat. It is not Jared McCain. Fish. That's good stuff, man.
Wow.
That's good stuff. Whew. God, so they get a big to pair up next to Bam. Just extended him.
Worst case scenario, he's somebody that can relieve Bam, doesn't force him to play, but also gives Bam the versatility. He's expanding his jump shot a little bit. So, wow. Dalton connect again.
He just tweeted out, Fisher goes, "It's effing Ware. I'm so sorry, y'all." Oh, my God.
What a stiff.
Jake Fisher, dude. Get a grip, man. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow. Wow. Oh, man. You just can't make stuff like this up.
You literally can't.
You can't, man.
Steal of the draft, the Chicago Bulls. Never thought I'd be saying it.
I agree with that take so much.
And you know what? It sounds crazy to say, but the Bulls are the biggest winners right now of the NBA draft.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Again, Connect still on the board potentially for the Sixers now at 16.
It's pretty cool. Hinsdale Central High School, literally like 5 minutes away from where I grew up, just tweeted out a picture of Matas in high school his freshman year. Yeah, it's a good point, Notorious. I agree.
Wow. Good point, man.
I can't believe the Timberwolves traded up, dude. You know who this pick is?
What are you saying?
Connector De Silva.
Yeah.
For the Sixers. Like,
they were rumored to potentially be in on OG Anunoby before he signed his contract extension with the New York Knicks. You got to think maybe a potential wing here could be the answer for Philly. I think also Connect would, mitigate a potential Buddy Hield loss for them as well with his shooting. Or heck, maybe it is Jared McCain. Who knows?
Sam's losing it right now.
Oh my God.
Khalil Ware.
Welcome, Khalil Ware.
You gotta be happy about that if you're him. You're gonna go to a good organization.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Does have a, question with his motor.
Yeah, motor questions.
But you've got to think if you're playing for Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley in culture.
Yeah, motor shouldn't be a problem down in Miami. At least you would hope, man.
Shot over 40% from three, 58% from the field last year for Indiana. 20 years old. Interesting, man.
Interesting pick, definitely.
That's what if you're the Bulls, man. I mean, I'm not sure what contract DeMar is going to command in free agency, or if the Bulls are even interested in going down that route. Obviously Lonzo I would expect to be on the team next year. We'll see what happens with LaVine, man. The thing with Chicago, Seeps, and you can probably attest this better than I can, this is truly a kind of fork in the road moment right now.
Yeah.
With this pick. Because you got a heck of a steal in Buzelis. Do you decide to keep running it back with the same core that you have the past 4 seasons? Or do you finally turn the page and go the young route, man?
I think them choosing Buzelis over, Connect, I think it's just more indication that they're going to trade some guys.
Yeah.
At least hopefully start this over. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, where's the dog, though? That's a good pick by Miami. I mean, Buzelis would be a plus defender right away in the league, a little on the skinnier side, but, we'll have him eating some Chicago-style pizza. Hopefully put some weight on him. Highlight cut going out. Yeah, it just went out. Sweet. Alrighty. Do you think Zach will be traded tomorrow? It could happen tomorrow. Like, this could be an early morning type of move for the Bulls, but pick 16.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, sorry about that.
Ryan Smith saying in the chat, who do you guys think the Bulls need next? Should they trade back into the draft to get somebody? I'm going to say no to trading back into the draft just because it's not the strongest draft compared to the years in the past. And, the Bulls are very limited in their draft capital here in the future. So, I'm going to say no. Obviously, it would be exciting. You obviously can't live in the moment too much. But, yeah, I'll probably say no on that.
Oh, man.
So we're about an hour 45 into the draft, and we're about halfway through. We got 30 picks? Yeah, 30 picks.
We do.
Nobody lost their pick this year?
Not that I'm aware of.
I can't believe they got Buzelis, dude. Like, I'm still in shock over it.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you.
Dude, I was, trying to, when the pick was coming in, I was trying to read your face.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself, and I saw it, and, I was like, okay, it's either Connect or Buzelis.
I didn't want to give up because we were just talking about it before, and I was like, oh. I tried, but I was like, oh, he's about to lose his mind over this.
That was funny, man. I can't believe that, though. That's awesome stuff, man. Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait. When I get off tonight, I'm going to go watch 5 hours of Matas highlights. Do I get the jersey? That's the question. What number is he going to wear? See what he wore for the G League.
He was single digits. I know that much. I think.
How do you look up Matas Buzelis' number? Yeah, he's 13.
Oh, 13. Excuse me.
13.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Anybody rocking 13 on the Bulls right now? I don't think so. Or what did he wear in high school? He played for the Mac Irvin Fire. Have you heard of them? Mac Irvin Fire. It's one of the best AAU teams in the country out of Chicago. He was a McDonald's All-American. It's funny. I saw it was a little highlight. If you guys want to go check it out, it's Matas versus Cooper Flagg, them playing one-on-one.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Buzelis held his own. Buzelis held his own on that. But, man, oh, man. Horrible pick. I don't know how you could say that. Who'd you want, guys? See, this is the thing that bothers me the most on draft night out of all of sports. You have people who their careers are on the line, in the scouting department for the Bulls, and, oh, wow. Okay, we're getting the Philly pick. I'll get to that thought here in a second.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Who's your guess?
Is it McCain?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jared McCain.
Okay.
Jared McCain going to Philly. Good call by Cohen. TikTok star. So Petey's got the chance.
He does. My God. By the way, guys, we got a video up on the channel of the Patrick Siepman breaking down Matas Buzelis getting drafted the number 11 pick. Go check that out whenever you get a chance after the stream. It's officially live on there.
Yep. Yeah, but Jared McCain, the pick for the Philadelphia 76ers. Good move for them. I think that's a good move. I think Connect's going here.
I think he has to.
I think he has to go here.
If you're a Lakers fan, you couldn't imagine this guy being on the board.
Oh, my God. This is a dream scenario for the Lake Show.
Man, oh, man. All right. Here's another deal, guys.
Go for it.
If we go to 7,500 subs, we are 12 away
12 away.
Are we down to do a little beer bong, Seeps?
Yeah, screw it. We could do that.
Little
we
celebration.
Could do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. You actually
7,500
want
subs.
to go snag a couple ultras in here?
Yeah,
real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's do that. Shout out to Colin, killing it. The 1s and 2s tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have already almost had around 10,000 people tune in tonight. So that is absolutely awesome. Tokyo in the chat saying random statement. I'm still sour. Kobe White got ripped the most improved player. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not like Tyrese Maxey didn't deserve it because he definitely did. But I just thought Kobe White was more deserving. Like I thought Kobe White took himself from a 10-point a game guy to now he's going to average 20 a game. Hopefully, for the next couple of seasons. And it's like we already knew who Tyrese Maxey was. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. What are the chances, even though I said we're not allowed to say Bronny, what are the chances that Bronny James is drafted right here? Hit those likes. Shout out to Maurice. Yeah, we got 364 likes. It's freaking awesome, guys. Oh, all right. Well, Silver just announced some. I thought a trade was going down. There's not. Jared McCain, appreciate you, Cohen. Yeah, we'll crack these beers open if we can get to 7,500 subs. Silver, you just missed it. Silver was like, there's a trade going down. I thought it was going to be massive. No, he's just describing the trade that went down earlier today where Carrington's going to the technically the Trailblazers. Or Wizards. He's going to the Wizards.
What a joke, man.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. Is this Bronny? What are the chances this is Bronny? Is it more or less than 1.5%?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I don't know what percentage I'd put it at. It wouldn't be more than 10, but it's not 1.
It's not 1. Yeah, I agree with that.
Not 1. But there is at least somebody in the room that's going to raise their hand and be like, have we thought about the kid from USC and not Isaiah Collier?
There's one dude who just he's like a teacher's pet for LeBron, and he's just in that war room. Guys, I really think we need to take Bronny James at pick 17.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy night.
Yeah, Maxey and McCain's actually a really nasty backcourt for the future.
That is.
I really like that for Philadelphia. Man,
what a move, man.
What did Dalton Connect do to fall this far?
I think we, as fans in a draft like this, I think we overreacted to college basketball.
A little bit.
Because, think about it. March Madness, the whole country's tuned in. Yeah. That's fucking crazy. They're showing McCain hitting all the TikToks right now. Oh. This is what we're showing, ESPN. We're showing his TikTok highlights. Come on, guys.
Can I read you a tweet from one of our chat sports guys?
I would love it.
Chase Sr., who is on our 76ers channel, tweeted this out in response to Jared McCain getting drafted. Sixers are taking Duke guard Jared McCain with the 16th overall pick. Smaller guard at 6'2", but he can really score. Shot 41% from 3 last year. This is the kicker.
Go for it.
Yes, he is the player who paints his fingernails. Philly Sports Radio will have a field day.
Oh my God, Philly! That is not a paint your nails type of city.
No,
I'll say that. Like the Lakers, you're there. All right, I think this is Connect, right?
Here's the thing. This could ultimately be, again, one of those moments, because we remember when the Lakers took Hood Fashina.
Yeah.
Do they make the same mistake again?
Yeah.
And have 3 guys following them right after? If you take Connect, there's no way you can
See,
hit the pick.
If you're the Lakers, you need more shooting on that roster.
You do.
This is perfect. If you're running it back with Bron, Davis, and also this, who'd they just hire? JJ Redick. He could shoot the piss out of the ball, so.
Oh, man. 7 likes away, man, from a little.
He is.
Or 7 subs away. Yeah.
He's something, dude. That's a good pickup for Philly, though.
It is, man.
As it is official.
It is?
Lakers PD. Dalton Connect goes to the Lakers.
I can't
This
believe
works
that.
out perfectly for Chat Sports.
I cannot.
Wow.
Dalton Connect.
We got,
swing,
wow.
The wing from Tennessee.
What a steal for the Lake Show. That's a great pick.
That is such a great pick. Wow. Cannot believe the Lakers got Dalton Connect.
Lakers getting Dalton Connect. I did not think that was the case. Wow.
Holy crap, man. We're 6 subs away, man, from a little beer bong race between me and Seeps, by the way.
God, if you're Dalton Connect, Colin, you think about this?
Yeah.
You were playing at a JUCO to start your college career.
Yep.
And now you're going to go play with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Look at JJ Redick. Coach JJ. Oh, my God.
PD, the Lakers are back.
The Lakers.
Oh, my God.
I think Petey will be a Lakers fan now.
He might.
Might move off the Bulls.
He might get a jersey. He might. Wow, man.
I like that move.
Crap.
I like that move.
Like it a lot, man.
We only got 1.7K watching on main. That's brutal.
Oh, man. Dalton Connect.
Dalton Connect, huh?
Oh, my God. They're doing the Rob Dillingham trade. Why are you announcing that?
Silver, get a grip, dude.
What? Me and Seeps just had like a mini
I was like,
panic
where's
attack.
Connect going? Like,
Oh, my God.
Silver, we saw that 30 minutes ago. Not even, it was probably an hour ago.
I can't believe that, man. So, obviously, Connect was the big player that hasn't gone yet.
Yeah.
Devin Carter.
Devin
he got
Carter?
drafted earlier.
Yeah, he went to the Kings.
Kings. Cody Williams is gone. Ron Holland's gone. Dillingham's gone. Ware's gone.
De Silva.
So that's a big one. Collier from USC.
Collier's still there.
Filipowski from Duke.
Filipowski, another big name.
Jacoby Walter from Baylor.
Yep.
And Johnny Furphy, the wing from Kansas.
Yeah, so there's still some good names out there.
Still some good names, but man. Yeah,
Got
if you're the
Dalton
Lakers,
Connect. How cool is that?
That's freaking dope, man.
He spent 2 years at Northeastern Junior College, and then he went to Northern Colorado. And now he's playing with LeBron James. That's pretty cool. Bronny is shook watching this on TV right now at his dad's place. Drew! What's going on, Drew? How you doing? LGK? Yeah, Nick's making moves, huh?
That they are, man.
We stuck with Zach? I disagree, man. I disagree.
10.
So I'm thinking we sign off after the Knicks pick.
Okay.
After pick 25, we do the pick grades cut.
Still
And-
live, though, right?
No, we'll do that out live.
Okay. Out
Yeah,
live.
we'll just do that out live.
Okay.
Pick grades. I push that out. We could just go right out there, knock it out, then come back here. I just want to hit LaVine to the Spurs
Okay.
for a video in the AM. Just
Okay.
literally just all out three. Wrap it up, then we're done.
Cool.
Like
Works
that.
for me.
Ooh, Orlando. Tristan Da Silva.
Tristan Silva, there you go.
So another win. Wow. I like that pick.
That's the thing. And, the Magic, we'll see what they do here in free agency.
Go get LaVine.
Dude, man, There was no good guards available.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
I mean, Isaiah Collier would have been a stretch.
Yeah.
He would have been.
Just getting a guy who can contribute right now. I don't hate it.
Could they be, in the Klay Thompson race? We'll never know. Well, we will know, but.
Dalton Connect.
Cool. As soon as that loads in, we'll get that up for you guys. Here we are. Tristan Da Silva.
Da Silva.
The other wing from Colorado goes to the Orlando Magic.
That's crazy that Cody Williams won it right before the Bulls, but ended up working out, man. Buzelis, love it. That was a great pick.
Freaking crazy. Know a friend that's a Bulls fan, make sure you share this stream. And
Yeah,
also
we'd
share
appreciate
the pick reaction. Got up on our channel right now.
We'd appreciate it, fellas.
Really do.
You guys could help us out.
Man, oh man.
All right. Oh, you still got Tyler Kolek on the board, Baylor Shireman, Terrence Shannon.
Kolek might be the best passer in this draft.
Kolek? Oh, yeah.
He is an insane playmaker. Like I said, man, you got to own your swag. Connect's owning his.
Yeah, he's got swag.
You got to own it. Oh, man.
Wow.
We are still $2 also away from $100.
Yeah, we'll take a shot if we
We'll
get
take
there.
a little shot for that. All we need is $2 super chat.
Tristan Da Silva going to the Orlando Magic.
And
God, that was such a rush during the top 10 right there,
yeah,
dude.
it was.
Like, now it's starting to slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
but, like, man, that was crazy to start off this draft.
I mean, again, man, like, I'm not even a Bulls fan, and my heart was just like, holy shit.
We
like,
did it.
We
did it.
Matas Buzelis, in case you're just joining.
Yeah, Matas
The wing from the G
Buzelis.
League is the newest member of the Chicago Bulls.
Can't believe it. Did not think this was possible tonight, but it is.
This is a step in the right direction. It really is. And now, the Bulls, barring something happening, will turn their attention, obviously, to, day 2 of the NBA draft. We'll see if they make a move there, but really free agency is kind of the big thing on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, got to get a trade done before free agency starts, man.
That's
I still think the Spurs moving off pick 8, because they had a chance to get the guard of their choice.
Yeah.
Well,
they, besides Castle, obviously, but
yeah, besides Castle.
yeah. So, who knows, man?
We'll see.
We shall see.
Terrence Shannon might go to the Knicks. I don't hate that call.
Oy, oy.
Toronto now on the clock.
So, okay, how many trades has it been today, by the way?
2.
So it's 2. So it's right there at that.
Yeah,
2.
right at the line. Yeah. Maybe we see a team trade up for Bronny here.
Man, hold on. Where is this? Where is this graphic? Where is this?
Can't. Nah, that's it. Not allowed. Rest of the stream.
Not allowed.
You're getting
man.
kicked out of the chat if you say his name. Should the Bulls trade up? No, they shouldn't trade up for Bronny.
Oh, man. Just recently hit over the 3-hour mark on our stream.
Wow. We are hitting that wall. We are hitting that wall. So much. That was just so much energy exerted during those first 10, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and Seep's giving it an 8 grade. I don't hate it, man. I really don't hate it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
He just fits, I think, so seamless.
God, he is a freak athlete, dude. I keep looking at freaking highlights of him. He is a dog.
Man, oh, man. Still waiting to see who Toronto picks here.
God, Bulls are really setting themselves up right now, dude. I'm just thinking about this. You got Kobe White, Io, and Giddey, your guards for the future.
Yep.
Then you got your wings. I know Dalen Terry hasn't worked out yet. Now Julian Phillips, second-year guy, but young. You got 4 young wings now in Buzelis, Patrick Williams, Julian Phillips, and Dalen Terry. Now all you need to do, ship Vooch, ship DeRozan, ship LaVine. You got $75+ million if you do all that in 2025 in free agency. You draft Cooper Flagg. You go sign like a big-time big. This is the first time in a while I'm optimistic about the Bulls. And this was a turning point this offseason. They should have freaking did this last year, but at least we're here.
You got to think, too, now, the Bulls, you could obviously get rid of Vooch and maybe just get like a value center.
Yeah.
Pair him and Drummond together.
I just want a better. I want a more of a rim protecting,
athletic.
I don't like
pick and roll, all of that.
I hate Vooch. I just hate his game. He was like one of the worst spot up shooters in the league this past season on a points per possession basis, and it's like
which should be one of his calling cards.
It should be, and he takes them at such a high clip. Like the amount of times he took a pick and pop 3 late in the fourth quarter this past season was incredible. I might start saying can't say Terrence Shannon Jr.
Oh, man.
That was perfect for Chat Sports, though. P
really
gets to
was.
talk about Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Still waiting on the Raptors pick. They're taking their time with this one.
Yeah. We can switch for those who are still still here with us.
Yeah, I like this.
Name a free agent you want your Chicago Bulls to sign.
Free agent for me.
I got one.
Go for it.
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield, yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Bulls need shooting.
Hield, shooting versatility. I want the Bulls to get as many shooters as possible.
Yeah.
And ideally that can defend too. Buddy's not a terrible defender, but
yeah,
I think Buddy next to Josh Giddey is.
That'd be perfect. I would like them to bring back Drummond. I don't know. I just can't see the Bulls making any big-time splashes in free agency.
No, it'd be...
Unless they do trade everybody, then they got to fill out the roster.
Oh, okay. Toronto's pick's coming in. Jacoby Walter.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay.
So, we got that.
Toronto going Jacoby Walter out of Baylor. Now the Cavs are up. Cavs, they hired Atkinson, right?
Yeah, they did.
Atkinson, okay.
You knew that. You were just quizzing me.
Yeah. So all teams have their coaches now? There's not an open spot?
Yeah, with the Lakers getting their guy, yeah.
Lakers, everybody's got one?
Yeah.
Okay. Brandon Ingram, yeah, you would need to trade for him, but Bulls aren't trading for four. They got 4 forwards already on the roster. They need...
big man now is kind of their big need. I just...
Somehow move off Vooch, dude. Damn.
So I was looking at this earlier. Pull this up. Let's go over here. Badink. Yeah, Claxton just recently re-signed, so it's not him. Realistically, again, maybe a guy like Daniel Tice, not great.
Still take him over Vooch. Hope you lose games.
That's fair. Again, you're bargain hunting, so you're looking at guys like maybe Bamba, Jackson Hayes, maybe Moses Brown from Portland.
I can't believe the Timberwolves traded up.
That still blows my mind.
Plus, they didn't trade a pick until 2030.
Which, yeah, the fact that they kept it.
They're going to be drafting here shortly at pick 27.
It will be. Is Topic better than Giddey? Giddey's better right now. He is.
Yeah, Giddey would have been the top 3 pick this year, I'm pretty certain.
He would have been. Pistons still don't have a coach. That's right.
Detroit doesn't have their coach. Okay.
That's right. Shout out to you, John.
I swear that there was one team out there that did not take it. I'm looking something up. Buzelis,
Gotcha.
So he started. So I thought he played more than 2 years at Hinsdale Central, local high school in Chicago. Yeah. But then he transferred to New Hampshire. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So the Raptors do go Jacoby Walter, guard out of Baylor. Yeah, I like the pick. Freak athlete. Honestly, I expected more from him this past season at Baylor. But I like the pick for Toronto. You know, add another young guy next to R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. Like, they gotta, you know, they're rebuilding. They're trying to reset their clock right now, and you know, it's just another guy that adds to the bunch. So he was actually the number 1 shooting guard coming out into this past season. And he had 28 points in his collegiate debut versus Auburn this past year. High-level score. Wasn't the most efficient player at Baylor, but he's a freak athlete. He's got top-end talent. It's just going to see, you know, will the Raptors kind of take their time in developing him. But I think it's a great pick. I think it's kind of a steal. I had him a little higher on my board than 19, but hey, I love it. We're actually 1 sub away, Colin. Let's go. 7,500.
Let's go, man.
Appreciate it, guys.
10 to 9.
Yeah. If you could get 1 more sub, I would really appreciate it.
Shout out, man. I got a little happy dad I can take down here.
Man, Matas Buzelis. Can't believe they got the hometown kid.
Did fix the light, so hopefully I'm not too bright now.
Yeah, I think that was good.
Cool.
Wow.
Is 1 year of Giddey worth more than Topic team control? Here's the thing, man. Giddey is a known quantity at this point.
And also, I think the Bulls are extending Giddey this summer.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you can give him $20 million a year. Like,
yeah,
I don't hate it.
7,500 subs, see?
7,500. Appreciate it, guys. Let's go clap it up for yourselves. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Appreciate y'all, man. Cheers to that.
Crack open here.
Let's go, let's go.
It's interesting. Now you're looking at Cleveland here.
Cleveland's in an interesting spot. You want to take a look at the best available right now?
Yeah, I got you.
See who's left out there. You got guys like Ryan Dunn. I wouldn't hate that pick for Cleveland. Probably the best athlete. Is they are going Jalen Tyson going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay.
So ignore number 5 here, but here
ignore number 5.
Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Johnny Furphy, Tyler Smith, Tyson, as we just mentioned, going to Cleveland.
Yves Missi, I like him out of Baylor. Freak athlete. You know, Kolek, that seems like the pick for the New York Knicks.
Wouldn't hate it.
As well, we're getting back-to-back.
Missi's going to 21.
Missi's going 21 to the Pelicans.
Okay.
Pretty quick there.
Don't hate that.
Don't hate that at all. So Missi goes to the Pelicans, and Jalen Tyson goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Levante Rogers saying great pick by the Bulls. Yeah, I like the pick by the Bulls. Yeah, still got Tyler Smith on the board, though. I'm a fan of him. You know, with a lot of these guys, like, you're just hoping that they're role players that end up working out. Yeah, but overall, like, it's been interesting to see how this draft has shaken out. I think it just proves that, you know, all the speculation that we hear, like, none of us really don't know anything, like, about what's going to go down. Like, who would have saw Ron Howland going to the Pistons at 5? Like, all of this. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
It truly, truly is insane.
But yeah, if you're pumped up for Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, like that video, fellas. We'd appreciate it.
Like I
I'm
said,
pumped up for it. We're going to be doing a lot of breakdowns on them here in the near future, so make sure you guys do stay tuned for that. But, yeah, on the clock, the Phoenix Suns, after the Pelicans get Yves Missi, big out of Baylor, very athletic. I like that pick for them as well. I haven't really hated any of the picks tonight.
Yeah.
That's just, I just choose not to be negative about these guys on their big days. So, do you think we'll trade back into the second round? I don't, considering they did that last year, giving up 2 seconds to move up. So I'd probably go no on that.
Yeah.
Bulls need to trade for AD. Yeah, I don't think that's happening right now, man.
We are 17 likes away, by the way, from 400. That'd be a pretty big milestone if we could hit it.
That would
We
be
greatly
awesome.
appreciate it. It's a free way to support us here at Chat Sports. Again, it'd be a huge milestone.
Huge. Yeah, Yves Missi, big, going to Baylor.
Interesting to see what Phoenix does here.
Yeah.
There was rumors before the draft, not really from Phoenix's camp, that Kevin Durant could potentially have been on the move.
Yeah, we'll see what the Suns like. They were probably praying a guy like Connect kept falling, like a guy who can get in, or like a De Silva. I wonder who they would go here. Maybe a Furphy, just get more shooting around KD and the boys. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Who was y'all's most underrated player in the draft?
Buzelis.
Yep.
That's mine.
Easy.
That's mine.
We want to hear from you guys. Is it Buzelis? Somebody else?
D. Lawson saying Suns need a point guard. Maybe they do go Kolek.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that at all. Win now player. Hope he can come in and contribute right away. If you guys are hating on the pick of Matas, like,
I don't know.
it was just great value.
It really was.
Obi Toppin is a guy I think the Bulls should get. I wouldn't hate it. I just don't want the Bulls to spend big money in free agency this year. I think this is the year the Bulls kind of take a step back, let other teams, do what they got to do, and hopefully, you get that top 10 pick next year. Because that would also, like, if you're doing all this, Colin, and you don't have your draft pick for next year, like if somehow you're picking 11 again and that goes to San Antonio, like, it's a disaster.
It is.
Like, especially with how good next year is.
J-Dub saying Kyle Filipowski probably.
Filipowski? Wouldn't hate that.
Could be something. They need anything but a wing. That's what Phoenix
Yeah,
needs.
literally anything but a wing. I think it's Kolek.
Wouldn't hate it.
I think I'll go Kolek here for Phoenix.
Would not hate it. Man. Whew.
Yeah, Jalen Tyson went to the Cavs. Ty, man, you like that pick?
Put it on. Dun, dun.
Yeah, they're still announcing the Cleveland pick on air. We're already on the Phoenix.
Oh, man.
Isn't that pretty crazy? So, like, Sharani had tweeted that out 5 minutes ago, and they're just announcing the Cavs pick. Like, I wonder if they already know who. Like, I wonder how fast this is moving behind the scenes. Jalen Tyson, wing out of California. He's good with the ball in his hands. He's a shot creator. Rocks a man bun, actually. Yeah, 3-level scorer, good shooter. Probably a guy who can come in and contribute right away for the Cavs. That's probably what they were looking for. But he put up 20 points a game, 47% from the field, 7 boards, 3.5 assists for the Bears last season. And I think it's a good pick. Good athlete as well. Good versatility.
Don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it at all.
Not sure about the upside with him, but
Yeah, good floor, though.
really good floor.
So he started off at Texas, then he went to Texas Tech. Then his junior year, he really broke out at California. First California player to be drafted since Jaylen Brown.
Ultimately, man, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So,
Yeah, seriously.
Steve's would have been a blue blood commit, no doubt.
Blue blood commit? Nah, I would have went.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't have gone. If I had to pick, let me ask you guys this. You guys can answer in the chat. If you were the number 1 recruit coming out of high school, you had every single offer, where would you go? Basketball.
Good question. you act like you didn't have that reality. You were very humble in coming to Chat Sports and like denying all those scholarship offers, man. Dude, the way they were talking about Seeps in the office today, man. I mean, it was basically like the second coming of Michael Jordan. No,
too flatter.
In all jokes, man. Man, number one recruit.
You could go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Essential Classic saying North Carolina. B. Lawson saying Illinois. North Carolina would be up there for me.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Has to be a blue blood for sure.
Honestly, like right now, this may sound crazy. Like heading into the next year, I would actually go to UConn.
Yeah.
Like I would want to go play with Hurley.
So, UConn, UNC. I'll throw Arizona in there.
Arizona would be a fun school to go to. I originally always said UCLA.
Yeah.
Like in high school, I would always be like, man, if I could get that would be number one, no doubt. Like.
Yeah. Oh, so Kenny Atkinson, the deal's just come out for Adrian Wojnarowski. 5-year deal for Kenny Atkinson.
Wow. Showing some faith.
So those three, I'll throw UW just because I'm a fan of the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
Last team.
Notre Dame from Arthur. Don't hate that. Bama from Brandon. Boise State.
Yeah, it's tough.
What would be like a ludicrous school? DePaul. DePaul would be a wild school for the number one player in high school to go to. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind Kansas, I'm not going to lie.
Wouldn't mind Kansas.
Wouldn't mind Bill Self. Wouldn't mind it. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of different options, man. There really is.
There is. I still can't believe Zach Edey went to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Zach Edey, not only going in the lottery, went top 10.
Top 10 pick, Zach Edey.
Yeah. In fact, here, you want to run? Let's run through some of the picks.
Yeah, let's run through the picks. You also want to, like, after every pick, just throw up their scouting report for these guys. We can just break them down. Yves Misi.
That's okay.
About time they announce it. Got 12 more picks. We can just run through them. Keep you guys posted with one down. Who's your favorite pick out of these four, Colin?
I'm not going to lie. Stephon Castle to San Antonio. That one, it fits so nice. I think he's a perfect San Antonio Spurs culture player. He goes from the UConn winning system with Dan Hurley over to the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich.
Yep.
I think he fits so beautifully. I don't really hate any one of these picks per se.
No.
I mean, Risacher Shea, excuse me. Will he be a number one pick? We'll ultimately wait and see, but I like the fit for all of these guys.
Yeah, no, I do too. I think that was a good point with Castle. Like him coming from already a winning culture with the Huskies, you're hoping that can translate to San Antonio. But I mean, on the next four right here, I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves left this draft with Rob Dillingham. Who would have ever thought that? And Ron Holland. Like, that was the craziest pick.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Clingan, all these were surprises.
Yeah. No, great point.
Yeah. Salon going this high. I mean, he was potentially a late first-round guy.
Yeah.
And he goes number 6 to the Hornets. Again, the Hornets, as an organization, they made the correct pick last year in picking Brandon Miller.
Yep.
We'll see what happens with Salon. Dillingham, like you mentioned, the Wolves going semi-all-in.
Yeah. So the over just hit on your 2.5 trades.
Oh, let's go.
The Denver Nuggets.
Oh.
Just traded up with the Phoenix Suns to get Deron Holmes.
I like Deron Holmes.
That's
I really like it for Denver.
I do really like that for Denver.
Man.
Wow. That's crazy. So Denver trading up for Deron Holmes.
Yeah. So we'll get to these next four here. Zach Edey, obviously the big talking point, going number 9. Cody Williams, Seeps' boy, going one pick ahead of Chicago. But the hometown kid, Matas Buzelis, going to the Chicago Bulls. And
what a
Nikola
4
Topic.
right here, showing on screen.
This is nuts.
That's crazy. Topic going to the Thunder. That was like, I mean, that's your giddy replacement, like you were saying
is.
earlier.
It is 100%.
Yep. People in the chat saying another Denzel Valentine. Come on, guys. Come on. It's not Denzel. Then the next 4 here, you got the Kings taking Carter. Bub Carrington going to the Wizards. Yeah, that is going to the Wizards. And then Claware going to the Heat. McCain going to the Sixers. I like that pick as well. But you know what's crazy to say? My favorite pick of the whole draft, if it's not the Bulls getting Buzelis, it's the Lake Show. Like, that's a great pick for him. Like, you want to take advantage of LeBron's last couple of years. Like, I'm assuming. Also, I think this guarantees LeBron's coming back.
I think so too.
Like a win now piece. They got. I mean, obviously JJ Redick probably assumed he was going back there too. But I mean, De Silva. I like that pick for the Magic. Even like Jacoby Walter going to the Toronto Raptors. I like that as well. But man, what a draft! We do have breaking news: the Denver Nuggets that just trade up to get Deron Holmes.
Let me see if I can get that trade up. Give me a sec.
Yeah, you got it. That's a. Yeah, Nuggets send 28, 56, and 2 future seconds. Wow.
So get a little trade up there.
That's interesting right there, huh?
Very interesting. And Deron Holmes is going to Denver. I think that's about as good of a fit in this draft as there is.
For real.
I know you're not the biggest Deron Holmes.
I wasn't the biggest Deron Holmes fan, but I do like that. Like, I do like that pickup for Denver. He's got a good fit. I got that. Yeah, giving up 4 draft picks though. This doesn't include. They're giving up 2 future seconds as well. There we go. Yeah, Deron Holmes going to the Denver Nuggets here. I wasn't the biggest fan of him just because. It's tough when you're watching like these A-10 guys like that don't go to like Power 5 schools. Like, how will their game translate? But I'll tell you what, he's a very versatile player. Maybe undersized as a true, center in the league. But if you put him next to like, obviously Jokic and have him develop under guys like Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon. Hopefully, he can develop into that, type of role. But he can space the floor really well, can shoot the ball. At a pretty high percentage. And, the thing is with Holmes, what I do like about him, I mean, you guys can see it on screen. He's a very physical basketball player. And, I think when you're talking about the Denver Nuggets, like, this is not a piece where they're looking where it's like, this is getting us over the top. But clearly, giving up 4 picks for him, they had him high on their draft board.
100%.
Like, this was a guy where they're like, man, he's still there at 22. Let's go up and get him. So, kind of default to the Denver front office here is, they probably know a whole lot more than I do. So I think it's a good pick.
Yeah. What I'll say about Holmes is if you think about Denver, right? You obviously have their core 5 that they've ran out with Murray, KCP, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and obviously Nikola Jokic. Think off the bench, you got Christian Brown and then Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you really don't have like a signature big man that really gives valuable minutes to kind
that's a
of
good point.
relieve Gordon and Nikola Jokic. And I think Holmes could be that nice little hybrid where he can play with Jokic, or if you just need him just to, help Gordon out and not take up so much of the load whenever Jokic goes to the bench, I think Holmes can do that for you.
Yeah, no, I like that pickup, man. So it does hit the over on 2.5 trades.
Sign me up, Vegas.
Yeah, sign me up, Vegas. You nailed that line, actually. Nailed that line. Denver lost their depth after losing Brown. Yeah, I mean, they just thought Christian Brown was gonna fill in for Bruce, but
for sure,
it didn't end up being the case. Who did they draft? I know they got Strawther from Zags, but I don't know if he'll be able to contribute right away. Suns did only have 1 pick in this draft, so maybe they were cool with just falling back, picking up a second. But, man, I mean, yeah, to move up 6 spots right there, you got to give up 56 and 2 future seconds.
Yeah, and the Suns, I don't want to misspoke, whichever the English is. I don't think they have a lot of first-round picks in their locker.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think they do.
Well, not a lot of picks in general after Obviously, the Bradley Beal trade, Kevin Durant trade.
How hyped you got to be for Holmes, man. You got to go play with the frickin' Denver Nuggets. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Someone says sign Cam Reddish. Oh, man.
Sign Cam Reddish. Oh, man. Yeah, we are going to stay live until the New York Knicks pick at 25, and then we're going to sign off here. But do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Yeah. It's been awesome. Really thank you guys so much. But, yeah, once the Knicks get going, we're going to work on some draft grades and then, talk about it again.
Again, I'm going to throw this in the chat here.
Jeez.
Will the Bulls trade Zach LaVine?
I hope so, man.
In a vacuum, how much is he worth, Seeps?
In a vacuum, late first-round pick. I think that's his value. Late first-round pick and a player. I think
you could get two if that second first-rounder isn't like next year or something.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm just hoping they send him to San Antonio and we get the protections off that pick. Or just get the whole pick back. That's what I'm hoping.
Fair.
Suns fired a good coach. Fired two good coaches. It's Kevin Durant effect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this was an all NBA mock draft. Had Buzelis going. NBA.com had him going 5. Ringer had him going 4. CBS 5. Yahoo 5. The Athletic 6. Tankathon 5. NBA Draft Net number 5. ESPN had Buzelis going number 1 in their first ever mock draft this past season.
Pretty crazy.
So the first ever mock draft, they had Cody Williams going 2. Buzelis 1. Ron Holland going 6. They have Bronny James going 10 to the Magic in their first mock draft. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Here's just kind of a Bulls offseason profile just pulled up here. Key free agents: DeMar DeRozan, Andre Drummond, Patrick Williams.
Yeah.
Hold the number 11 pick, which we obviously know what that turned into.
Yeah. Do not have a pick in the second round. Hopefully, I don't want to see them overreact and trade back up, but interesting here. Bucks are on the clock before the Knicks have 2 picks.
On the Bucks, I'm gonna pull up
the 8 here. See if we can pinpoint who they're gonna take.
Let's go big board here. Collar's still on the board. Filipowski.
I could say maybe Filipowski.
I could see Tyler Smith.
I could see Tyler Smith.
He could get into that range. I don't think they'll go Kolek. I don't think they'll go Collier. Could be interesting.
Yeah. I could see them.
Done, maybe to compliment Damian Lillard, I guess.
But they got Andre Jackson.
Yeah.
They got last year. I could see them leaning towards him.
Right. Key free agents for the Bucks: Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Patrick Beverly.
See, maybe they need a shooter. Who's the best shooter here? Furphy or Filipowski?
Probably Filipowski from a stretch big perspective.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they were looking at trading Lopez, maybe see that. See, this is when we're at the part of the draft. I have no idea. No idea. Yeah. Maybe they go Nikola Jurisic. Serbian Paul George is what they call him on the streets. Brandon, yeah, after the Knicks pick both, we'll be signing off here. We're going to work on some news for the AM. Then we're also going to recap the Buzelis pick later tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Appreciate y'all coming through, though.
Yeah, appreciate it. Almost 10,000 people tuned in today. That's awesome. Really cool stuff.
Okay, so Bobby Marks, I knew that I wasn't crazy for this. Phoenix had 2 future seconds available entering tonight. Now that increases to 5.
Gotcha.
So there you go. So Phoenix gets some much-needed draft capital in exchange for moving back in the draft.
I have no idea who the Bucks just drafted.
A.J. Johnson.
A.J. Johnson?
Okay.
Is he even
Fresno,
on our
California.
A.J. Johnson? Who?
Guard from Illawarra.
Illawarra. Okay.
A.J. Johnson. Was that not the guy? Remember when, no, never mind. That was a different dude. That was a different dude. Never mind.
Wow.
A.J. Johnson.
See, looking up a little more on him. He's the young player, 19 years old, from California. Yeah, played in the NBL.
Yeah. Didn't average a lot of points. 2.9 points per game. Shot only 35% from the field, 27% from 3.
Do we have a scouting report on this guy?
I believe so. Let me pull it up. Here, give me a sec.
Let's see.
We shall see. Give me uno momento.
A.J. Johnson. Also, no dots between the A and the J.
Just AJ.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
like that.
So very athletic guard that excels in transition chances and explodes at the rim. Also flashes some strong passing chops. Still very raw as a player, both physically and with his jump shot. Yeah, so this is basically a project, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, project pick here. Maybe you're thinking past Damian Lillard on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pick, man.
Crazy how this guy goes ahead of Collier.
Yeah, here's some, like, athletics. 167 pounds is crazy. At 6'4".
That is light, dude.
That is very skinny.
And he doesn't look that skinny in the photo we got. That is definitely light.
Very. That does mean the New York Knicks are on the clock for the first of potentially 2 picks that they could make here in the first round.
Yep.
Yeah, A.J. Johnson, the pick for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Did not see this coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Our draft guy, Nick Roloff, his comp from, do you want to take a guess?
Who his comp is?
Just take a guess. Just a random guess. I think you would know who this is, but it's not the first name you'd come to mind without looking down. You would know who this is. This is not a popular name, I will say. It's a pretty hard guess. Let me actually, here, I'm going to give you some background, see if you can get some guess on it.
For the comp for A.J. Johnson?
Yep.
Let me think. Athletic guard.
Let's see.
Markelle Fultz?
No. I would say a little less in terms of standard.
In terms of standard? Okay.
I mean, I'm surprised. This was a heck of a pull by Rolly.
Just give it to me.
Romeo Langford.
Romeo Langford. Wow. Okay.
That's a pull right there.
As the Wizards are trading with the New York Knicks.
Okay.
So the Knicks will not be making this selection.
And they are targeting Keyshawn George.
Keyshawn George. Gotcha.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we're going to be live for one more pick. Once we get that, we'll deliver you guys that news. And then we will sign off here. We're going to work on some pick cuts.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Let's get that next pick for the Knicks. We out of here. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Awesome support.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun, Seeps.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. Shout out to Colin. Bolin is what we're calling him now here on the show. No, it was great. That like first 15 was like
electric.
That was electric, dude. Like that was awesome. Yeah. I saw we got up at the peak of the pick. We got it to like 646. So that's awesome. Shout out to you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, maintained around 300, 50 people watching around the whole time, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, thank you guys, man. That's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Love talking hoops, and the fact that I get to do this for a living is pretty cool, man. So shout out to you guys. It wouldn't be possible without y'all. So
yeah, that's awesome, man.
let's do a little scouting report on George. See if we got anything.
Yeah. God, is it like our pick grade's worth it? Like
Yes.
they're gonna pop? I was gonna say just maybe covering LaVine. I don't know.
Here. So while you do some little scouting,
Yeah,
I'll read on Kaishan George. Confident shooter, not afraid to pull up from deep or bothered by a good contest either. Has a natural feel of where his teammates are, so good spacing. Not very twitchy, may struggle getting by defenders off the dribble in the NBA. Let's see if we got some athletics here. Mr. George. Yeah, 6'7", 209 pounds. Another Frenchman. Shocker. I mean, they are filling up this draft.
They are, dude. Really, they are.
6'7", 209. Pretty solid size. I mean, obviously he can grow into, a bigger player at the next level. Let's see. We got the stats. So here's some stats for George. Only averaged 7.6 points per game last year in 23 minutes, but shot 40% from three, which I think that's kind of the goal and the reason he was taken where he was. I don't hate it. I really don't. They're making some interesting picks, but they're getting active.
They are getting active. No doubt about that.
There we go.
All righty, Knicks are on the clock. After they make this pick, we're going to sign on off. We're going to have another video coming out later breaking down Matas Buzelis.
Will Collier be drafted as D. Lawson or D. Law-So 23? He will get drafted. Tonight, you're starting to question a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got what? We got like five picks left?
6, right?
6, yeah. 25, 26, 27, 28.
29, 30.
29, 30. Yeah. Can't count. Brain's fried right now. It's
Shout out to Sieves, man. It's not easy to talk hoops for almost 4 hours and be entertaining. So.
I feel like from like the rush, like from pick 1 to like the Bulls pick, it felt like we were up live for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then from like 15 to like where we are right now, it's been just dragging. But appreciate everybody tuning in, man. It's been a ton of fun. Love doing this, love chopping it up with you guys, and really just appreciate the support on the channel tonight. It's been really cool. So really, thank you. Yeah.
Knicks will now be selecting 25 and 26.
25 and 26, okay.
So you want to just stay through 25, or do you want to do 26?
We'll just stay through 25, and then we'll just get going on cuts here.
Sounds good.
We're going to have a grade, just going over the Buzelis pick one more time. Some more info out on that, and then we'll be talking about potentially Zach LaVine to the San Antonio Spurs. Why I think that could be heating up here in the coming days. So do want to give my take on that. Appreciate everybody, man. Support's been awesome. It's been great. Now, Bronny has not been drafted.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Guys, this will be one last thing for free that we can ask.
You guys haven't.
Man. 11 likes away. We had 400 likes. I'm going to take a shot of Fireball, which I cannot believe I'm saying those words out loud because I hate Fireball. But if we hit 400 likes, I'm taking a shot, man. We got 120-ish people in here. I know 11 of y'all have not liked the video. I know. Hit that like button.
I appreciate all of you guys. Chicago got a dog if they don't give up on him. Yeah, I mean, this is Buzelis is a developmental pick. Even though I do think he's going to be able to come in, contribute right away, I do still think this is one you got to be patient with, man.
Shout out to Watt Watkins. He said, "Here's a like for you."
Appreciate you, Watt.
Yeah, if you guys
that's
like
your real
video,
name, Watt Watkins. That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. Get a like, drop it down below. Get some shout outs. We're 4 likes away. 4 likes away from 400.
Richard, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, my friend.
Thank you. We're 4 likes away. Can we get to 400 likes? 4 likes away. Got to get it by the time the Knicks pick is in. We got 397. We need 3 more likes. 3 more likes here on the stream. Can we get it?
Can we get it? Yeah, so this pick right here, George is heading to Washington. Watt saying, do people really think Bronny is NBA material besides guys that work for Clutch Sports? I think Bronny, he kind of in the middle of it. Like, think it's kind of ridiculous the coverage that we give him as a second-round pick, but also I think it's kind of I don't know. I think it's like insane for people to say like, oh, you shouldn't even think about drafting him. Like, I think it does matter that he's LeBron's kid. Like, so I think that definitely matters. But hey, 401 likes. Appreciate it, y'all.
Appreciate you.
Good way to round out the night. Solid number there. Rick, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just helps us here at Chat Sports just push this channel out to more and more Bulls fans. So yeah, seriously, thank you guys. So much.
Little bit helps. Thank you to everybody that subscribed, everyone liked, shared, super chatted, all that stuff. We greatly appreciate all y'all. Second most by a Miami freshman for Keyshawn George threes hit last season.
Wow.
So, a little random fact for you guys.
Now, apparently, the Knicks are talking about trading pick number 26. Okay. So, a double trade down.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Like, how if you're the NBA, I understand, like, this is how they do it, but, like, just give them a Wizards hat.
Yeah. That photo is going to be like,
It's a Luka Atlanta Hawks one. That's the one I think about the most.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a really good shooter, man. 41% from downtown, wing.
Oh, man. Oh, me. Me, oh my.
Appreciate you, everybody. Staying tuned.
I feel like the picks have gotten slower.
Oh,
since,
dude.
Since the Bulls pick, I swear to God.
I swear. I mean, at least we're almost wrapping up here, but
here's the thing,
me, oh my. When was that pick? That was 2.5 hours
peaked
ago.
Right around like 8, a little after 8 o'clock.
So it's been an hour and 45 minutes.
15, 8:10-ish.
So for 15 picks, it's been an hour, and the draft started.
Like an hour and a half.
Wow.
For like 15 picks.
Come on, NBA.
I get a lot of.
Going.
This is they're debuting the 2 nights. Right?
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if we had another round after this?
I would have to go buy another Celsius.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude, I remember last year I made the decision. I was producing on Knicks, and I decided to stand up during it. Worst decision of my life. It was literally like, oh, never mind. Now the Knicks are playing the pick at 26 and 25. Okay, well, walks that back. But, dude, like, I remember the draft last year, like, because it's the same time. Yeah. Like, we would still have the second round right now. Obviously, it goes a little faster, but, man.
Yeah.
So the Knicks going to make 2 picks tomorrow now? So they got 25, 26, 38, and 51.
So now they're salary cap watching, especially after all the deals they made.
Definitely they are.
Yeah. All I'm saying is Isaiah Hartenstein's a Thunder, man.
Yeah, Hartenstein's and that's a great move for the Thunder. Well, maybe they are like, I don't want a traditional big, like at the 5, like maybe I could see them, but I don't know. I saw SGA just started following Hartenstein on Instagram today.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Just letting you know now.
That'll be a good pick. Or a good pickup.
Yeah. I told Marsh that today, and even he was just like, I mean,
that
was before the OG
yeah.
news,
It's a 2-team race between the Knicks and the Thunder for Hartenstein.
Yeah. I mean, money's money at the end of the day. I know I wouldn't turn down an extra $20 million.
No. So easy for us fans to say like, oh, I'd turn down $15 million for a ring.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you would not.
Oh, man.
Still no word on who the Knicks are picking at 25 right now.
For real.
Liking the stream so far, guys. Hit you with the sub. Appreciate you, Watt. Thank you so much. We're going to have more videos coming out throughout the week. Yeah, really do appreciate it. Make sure you tune in. Hey, if I see you commenting on videos, make sure to show you, some extra love.
We get a lot of subs tonight, seems.
Yeah, we did. I think we...
Are we over 100?
I think we're over 100.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Tyler Kolek right here. Or maybe Ryan Dunn. Tibbs. Yeah. I got to think Tibbs here. Tibbs will...
I was about to say. It'd be definitely between those two.
What do you think of Filipowski?
If they take Filipowski, then they're definitely moving on from Hartenstein,
Yeah.
I feel like. Because Filipowski's not Hartenstein, but...
What a great trade for the Knicks, though. You move back 2 spots. You get an extra second.
Yeah.
Like, they're such a well-run team, man.
As compared to the Wizards, who are not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. The New York Knicks pick is in.
Pacome.
Pacome.
Wow. Okay. Pacome.
About to say, hold on. Let me look up the pronunciation.
Erite?
Daddier?
Daddier? Another French guard.
Another Frenchman.
Pacome is in.
So there it is. We'll get a quick look at his scouting report.
Yeah.
1 sec.
There we go. Pacome heading to New York.
Here we go with Pacome. Good movement shooter in a limited role. Has the chance to improve defensively over time as he learns to play more physically. Great size and athleticism for the 2 spot, but plays a lot smaller than he should. So some interesting thoughts there for the Frenchman.
There we go. Knicks got Bridges, extended OG, have a really good offseason. But guys, just want to say thank you, so much for tuning in tonight. It's been awesome. The support was great. It was a ton of fun. Been live for almost 4 hours now, which is crazy to say, but it flown by. That's all, credit to you guys, man. Just seriously, thank you so much from Colin and I.
Yep.
It's been a ton of fun. I did not expect that to be the outcome after tonight. It's Matas heading to the Bulls, but great pick. Great pick. Great pick. But I think we're going to sign off here. We're going to do some we're going to have a video coming out here in a little bit. So stay tuned for that. And then also a video in the AM talking about Zach LaVine potentially headed to the Spurs. So we'll get that out for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Colin, appreciate you, killing it tonight. So shout out to you guys, and we'll see you soon.